Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another live watch along. You see the Jersey people, so you know it's match day for Jamaica somewhere in the world. And today it's in Costa Rica, and today it is the men's under 17 Concacaf World Cup qualifiers. This is a do or die matchup. It feels like a bit of deja vu. Last year we were in the same situation. We had a draw to get us to the World Cup facing El Salvador, and we fell short on the day 2-1. So today we want to get that out of our memory and make a new memory and qualify for our third U17 World Cup. Yeah, so we are here to break it all down before the game starts. We're gonna have the lineups on screen for you very shortly. But for now, we're just going to look at what's been going on in the tournament. Hopefully, people have been keeping up with this tournament. It has been a very, very good display for CONCACAF. The one thing that you have to note about this, all right, before I get too deep into any kind of conversation, you know, we're on YouTube, people. So please like, share, and subscribe. That's the best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel by finding the join button in the description of the channel, and there you can become a member. It's $1.99 to be a member. We have quite a few members of the channel that show their support in that way. If you want to do so as well, find that join button and click on it, and yes, it will lead you along the way to get it done. Also, you can give your thoughts and comments in the form of a super chat if you would like to do that as well. That is another way to show your support. All right, so people have a poll that's going to run throughout the video. Jamaica to win, Canada to win, or a draw. What will be the final result? So you guys go ahead, and when you smash that like button at this, after that, go ahead and go drop your vote in that poll so we can see what the people are thinking. Right now, we're about 10, 11 votes in. Jamaica win 73%. So we'll see how that goes throughout the video. All right. Big up Drew Fortis in the building. Yeah, one of the few mods in the building. So yeah, man, let them know what to do with the likes and all of those things. Yeah, man. Knowledge nest in our building. Yo, salute, you know, my brother. Yeah, man, we are here again. Deja vu, you know. Oh, Africans. Today we'll be considered frenemies. Big up yourself, Africans. I'll say good luck. I'll say good luck. You know, you don't know what this other hand that you can't see is doing, but I'll say good luck. Yeah, good luck today. Big up, Tuffy Rudy in our building. Tuffy Rudy, we are here exactly 60 minutes before kickoff. So the kickoff will be at 3 o'clock. If you are in the United States, people, the game will be on FS2. If you don't have access to FS2, you can try Tubi. I don't know if it's going to be on Tubi today, though, honestly. And if that don't work, if you have access to a VPN, just set your VPN to a location outside of the Caribbean or this region, the Americas region. And once you do that, if you go to CONCACAF YouTube channel, you should be able to watch it on there, all right? Or concacafco.com, either one. So those are the ways you can watch it. Yeah, in Jamaica, I don't know if you're whatever package you have at the yard, if you're at home, has FS2. But if you don't have that, then the best thing to do is what I told you about the VPN. So try work on that in the next hour. Yeah. Oh, Jason and everyone. Big up, Conrad. Big up. The other hand is the DR Congo-ish. No, them say what them say? When you say something and you wait, cross your fingers or so it go. Yeah. How to watch from the States. Oh, campus, FS2 campus. FS2. If you have that channel there, Fox Sports 2, can't lose, my brother. As a matter of fact, let me there chat. Let me make sure for my something. So about 20 of you in the building from early respect. Make sure you guys thumping up the like button. Let's get these likes up to about 50. Yeah, man, let's get the likes up to 50. And by kickoff, you don't know where I chase after the 100. So yeah, let's familiarize ourselves with what's been going on in the tournament so far. You know, of course, you know I've been following along, but we have some teams already booked their place. So let's take a look at that. If you guys have been watching the competition so far, let me know who your most impressive team has been, or some teams that have impressed you. if you have been watching the tournament. Yeah, man, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. All right, so I'm going to show you guys an article that was published today from Concacaf. And this is just basically giving you a looking at what's been going on in the tournament so far, who booked their place. So Haiti, Panama, Costa Rica, USA booked tickets to FIFA U17 World Cup. 2026 CONCACAF U17 qualifiers continued with 8 matches as groups B, C, D, and E concluded on Tuesday. The day's results saw Haiti, Panama, Costa Rica, and the US win their respective groups to secure qualification. You see in Group B, Anguilla and Dominica drew 1-1. Panama beat Nicaragua 4-1. Panama have been very, very, very impressive in this tournament. One of the strongest teams without a doubt. And they booked their place. In Group C, that was the group with Haiti and Guatemala being the favorites. You see Antigua and Barbuda got the better of Grenada 1-0. But that Haiti game was something else. Emerson Lass, Miguel Joseph, you know, a couple of the players that impressed for Haiti. The goal scorers played well as well. But honestly, that Haitian team, every player on the pitch accomplished, intelligent on the ball. The pace at which they play, their passes to each other, the trust they have in each other, playing when they're, you know, sometimes very closely marked, but they're still playing that pass, breaking the line. I really, really enjoyed that Haiti-Guatemala game. Guatemala was resorting to all kind of tactics to try to get back into the game in the second half. Guatemala was the one that just needed a draw in that game. And they weren't able to get it. Haiti won that one 2-1. So yeah, they're back in the U17 World Cup again. Then we had in Group D, British Virgin Islands and Turks and Caicos drew 2-2. These teams were getting some really big scores throughout the competition. So good to see that both of them leave with a point. And then Costa Rica and Puerto Rico, they drew 0-0. And this game basically had the same situation as today with Jamaica. Costa Rica was in Jamaica's situation where a draw gets them to the World Cup, and Puerto Rico needed the win. And yeah, this one ended up really ugly, couple of red cards and everything. You don't love to see that, but you could tell it was just both teams really trying to get to that World Cup. Now, this game right here was an eye opener for me. This United States Dam Rep game. So I was watching it, and you know, I knew Dam Rep would make it a good game. I know they're talented. I know they're getting the bulk of their players from, if not the US, Spain, Argentina, you know, all over really. Dam Rep do not shy away from recruiting players. And this game really and truly should have been turned on its head. I thought the USA got away with a blatant red card. It wasn't a penalty, it was just outside the box, but he was the last defender, clear goal scoring opportunity, and the ref, to me, just didn't look to have the onus to give the US player that red card. And trust me, with about 30-35 minutes left in that game, with it being so even, I would like to think that man advantage would make the difference, and Dam Rep might have, you know, prevented the US from getting to the next World Cup. But USA was in the position where a draw was good enough, so that draw got them into the World Cup. But commiserations to Dam Rep. I thought you deserved more out of that game based on how you played. So that is the roundup of what's happened so far and the teams already in. So yeah, these teams all booked their way already. And we're looking to find out today a few more teams now. Let's see. Canada, Jamaica. All right, let's see if we'll have any lineups as yet. So, of course, Jamaica is in Group G. And this is how the group looks right as of now. 3-0 wins on the opening day for both teams over Cayman and Aruba. And then on the 8th is when Jamaica separated themselves with a 12-0 win over Cayman. And Canada was only able to beat Aruba 5-1. Now, earlier today, Aruba did get the better of Cayman 3-1. This game was 0-0 for a long time. And then the goals started to flow, and it ended 3-1 to Aruba. And Canada, Jamaica, the final game of the group. And we do have the lineups out as well. So lovely. All right. So People, smash the like button. We're going to go through the lineups now. Let me see if the comment section has anything to say right now. 50 of you in the building. We should be able to get to the 50 likes like we asked for. Quick and fast. Bless up float in the building. Hope all is well. 80 is a problem, people. Yo, man, them play some balls, man. Jamaica says Kyle Wallace. Big up yourself, Kyle Wallace. Skipper in the building. Up, 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 up. Like and share. Make them know. Let's go, says Ball-Pre. Ball-Pre said he had the proof that we're going to make it today. Don't know if you guys watched this video today. I did watch it earlier. And yeah, he had the proof. I never really got the proof fully in the video, you know. He just said he had it. But I watched the video. I didn't see it. But, you know, maybe I missed it. But look, the proof going to be in the action that we're about to watch. So no worries. Big up yourself, Ball-Pre. Leonardo, what's the scoreline? The scoreline as of right now is 0-0. That is it. It is just 0-0 right now. Yeah, see, there's just 0-0. Bless up Lamar. Yeah, man. We are streaming in a daytime, which party there for once, you know. Bless up yourself, Jason and chat says positive vibrations. Jamaica 3, Canada 1. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. And you can drop on the score predictions as well, you know, because we're going to go through those as well. I'm not going to give mine until a little bit closer. But yeah, 3-1. I say a 3-1 Jamaica. I say a 2-0 Jamaica from Kyle. Yeah, man. Keep them forward, you know. The proof is in the pudding. That is it. We have to see what go on with the game. Chorus. Up, full my G. What go on? Proof is in the pudding. 2-1 Jamaica, says Devon McNeil. All right. So we have a 2-1 Jamaica. DR team was really good. Yeah. Lamar, them robbed them, bro. They should have got a red card and had a better chance to get through, you know. I mean, they were really good in the game. They were really good in the game. Jamaica number 5 are best in the island. The number 5 is playing really well in the competition. I will say that. Jason Edwards, a Harbour View youngster. Yeah, man, they play good. They play good. The underdog is what is going to carry us. We seem to not like things the easy way. Well, let's go ahead and look at the lineup. So it's listed here as a 4-4-2. Based on how I've seen Jamaica play so far in the competition, I think this will look more like a 4-2-3-1. Let me know if you guys agree with me, but let's just tell you the names. Omario White, he is from Toronto Academy. Then we have Jaden Morgan. I believe Jaden Morgan is the youngster from is that the youngster? I know he used to be at Kingston Football Academy. He's overseas now. Hold on. I have the. Here we go. Is this it? Yeah. 1 second, people. Yeah, Jaden Morgan is actually listed at Phillips Academy. So I don't know what club he's playing with over there, but I do know he's at school at Phillips Academy right now. KFA product. Dwayne Berger, we know him from JC. We know him from Waterhouse, playing minutes in the Premier League. He's a makeshift left back in this competition. So far, it has not really cost Jamaica much. With the difference in quality of the opposition today, I think this will be the test to see how much, if any, way at all that affects Jamaica. Javon Foster, I did not know this player before this tournament. Don't really know much about Javon Foster. So if anybody in the comment section can give me some kind of detail about this kid, Javon Foster. I've asked even people that are, you know, scouts, perceived or not perceived, but they are scouts for Jamaica, don't know the player, couldn't tell me much about the player. So is there anybody in the comment section, 57 of you here, 64 of you here now, is there anybody in here that can tell me something about Javon Foster? Because the kid, the level of energy that this player play with need to be studied. Is the one player on the field I see that I don't see at any point look like him tired. Watch this number 20 today and tell me if this guy ever looked tired in the game. Every duel, every challenge, him look up for it, him winning the ball, second effort, third effort, fourth effort. So yeah, Javon Foster, I want some more background on the player, like his motor, right? And when he got down the flank in the second game, because I was very disappointed in his delivery in the first game. But I have to give him credit. From game 1 to game 2, the delivery was a lot better, and it wasn't. It just was more composed. Everything about it was more composed. So give him his credit from game 1 to game 2. Now, a player that I think is kind of flying under the radar in this competition, and honestly, in the position that he plays, if you're doing it well, you tend to fly under the radar because you get spoken about more when you make mistakes in this role than when you just do the things that you're supposed to do. And that's Romeo Henry. Romeo Henry, I think, has been solid in the midfield. Does not shy away from trying to receive the ball from the back line, which is something that at the senior level, we can level at some of our midfielders that play in this area of the pitch. So that's one thing that I noticed a lot. But today, I think what we're going to need to see from Romeo is true tactical discipline, spatial awareness, because I don't think that he's really been challenged in terms of being pulled apart out of position. The Canadian team tend to move the ball a little bit better than who we've played so far. And if the Aruba game is any evidence, Aruba, and I know Canada moves the ball better than them, Aruba was able to, move the ball on us from time to time. It was not sustained. It was not a long period of time, but there were instances and little stretches where they were doing more than I thought they should have been able to do. So I want to see Henry today in a game where we probably will have less of the ball, because I think they're just a better technical team than who we played so far. And even against teams that you would think Jamaica would have a lot of possession against, we don't really tend to want the ball that much. We want to go and get goals. We want to go and get attacks, which, is fine because we have two very good attacking players up there. But I think against Canada, the key is going to be keeping that positional awareness, not getting pulled out of position from overloads or things of that nature, really trusting the system and saying, okay, I know if I stay in this general area, I will be where I'm supposed to be, right? So just don't get drawn out of position too much. Raheem Kelly. Now, Raheem Kelly, from what I remember, game 1, he was starting on the back line. So maybe this is a move to say, well, it could be one of two things. Are they going with a back 3 with Kelly, Edwards, and Morgan? Or will Kelly really be in the midfield? That's something to look at, because a lot of time Concacaf don't have these things right, I'm surprised Concacaf didn't put Nolan in defense this time because he was playing center back before. So that's one thing to see. If Kelly's in midfield, I believe it will be a 4-2-3-1. If he's on the back line, then more than likely it's going to be like a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2, depending on how you want to frame it. But if Kelly's in the midfield, that's going to be interesting because I haven't really seen him in that position yet. So let's see how he looks in midfield. Looked good in the first game in defense, albeit against an Aruba team that maybe did not challenge you as much. Now, Banton came on in the first game, looked to have the ability to beat his player 1v1. And he's an orthodox left footer on the left wing, which I think lends itself to good things for Jamaica because I think Nolan and Brown are big presences in the box when it comes on to crosses. So having a player, an orthodox winger, and really Lyle on the other side, the same thing, might not be such a bad thing for this Jamaica team, the way how we're set up, with Brown and Nolan being, big target type of players when it comes on to crosses. So if it's this 4-4-2 type of thing, it could very well be. I just think that Nolan will have the ability to move into the half space as well, and Brown will more than likely stay on the last line of defense for the most part. But Nolan will join in when the ball gets wide. So those are the things I'm going to be looking at tactically when the game starts. Is it really going to be a back 4, or is Kelly going to play on the back line with Edwards and Morgan just to shore it up back there? What do you guys say? Do you think we should play with the 3 in the back today or just keep with the same system we've been playing? Me personally, I would stick with the 4 if you haven't been playing that 3 before. That's my thing. Key to Jamaica victory today. Yeah, man, Alex, we're going to get to the keys to the victory. We have what? 2:18. So we have 42 minutes until kickoff, people. 42 minutes. About 80 of you in the building. So please do smash the like button. We should be able to get really close to the 100 likes even before kickoff. So yeah, man, do that. That is greatly appreciated. All right. So for Canada, we have Pandolfo in goal, Nico Wood, Stefan Kapoor, Edwin Omoregbe, Ulrich Zambel. That is the back line. We're going to talk about these players in just a minute. Eloy Breton, Rafael Pascal in midfield, Sila Shapic in the number 10 position, but we're number 11. Xavier LaRoche and Connor Rickert on the flanks, and Van Parker, the leading goal scorer for Canada in this one. And also, I believe, based on what Africans was telling me about the team, Van Parker is the only player that did play in the tournament last year. So he's a repeat player, so the most experienced one, and their talisman as well. So similar to Jamari Nolan, who is Jamaica's captain, Van Parker would have took part last year in the competition. So that's the lineups for the game. What I want to do now, people, is we're going to go back to the previous games, and I wanted to look at Canada's lineup, and I want to just compare who is starting today and how that looks. So it looks like Belfon and Luima played the first game, right? Nico Wood was in midfield, Van Parker up front with Breton. So we saw those names, but there are some different players playing now. LaRoche got the start, Shapic got the start. So, you know, that's interesting to kind of see what the coach has been doing. You know, Zambel did not even play in the first game. He's starting today. Looks like Pandolfo has been playing, right? Then we're moving to the second game for Canada, the 5-1 game. And let's see if we can just see, you know, obviously, so Van Parker even got a rest in this one. So, you know, people, it's good to look, you know, and see what the coach has been doing. You see when let's see when the subs came on. So Torres came in, Shapic came in, Nico Wood, big baller, Delgado. So landed. Van Parker, Breton, LaRoche, Pascal. So Nico would never start. So yeah, this coach been using up everybody. Rickard starting today. You know, so Canada been using up their lineup. No, the one thing that I loved about the competition, they gave an extra rest day before this game. And I think that's going to suit Jamaica more, because what you're going to see with Jamaica's team, I think Jamaica has had a much more obvious core that they want to play, right? These names, you see them repeat for the most part. So this is the first game. Jude and Jaheim started, right? The back line had Kelly on it. Everybody else pretty much been playing all the games, right? That's the first game. Players that came on, Anderson, Banton. Banton has been starting since this first game. Justin Hills has come off the bench twice. Gonna come off the bench again today, more than likely. Morgan came off the bench the first game, and Kyle Williamson came off the bench. So Mackenzie, Bradshaw, Bembridge didn't play at all in the first game, right? So moving on to the second game now. In the second game was a 12-0 game, right? And in this one, the subs were the players that started this game were Morgan, Williamson, and Banton, replacing Kelly, Bennett, and Jude Royce, right? All the other 8 starters, you know, remain starters, right? And you see Morgan, Edwards, Foster played the entire game, as did Lyle and Nolan, who has played every minute so far. And then the subs that came on, so Bembridge got a run in the second game, scored a brace. Bradshaw got a run as well. Hales came on again, and Rejan McKenzie came on and got a goal as well. And Jude Royce played again. So everybody besides the 2 backup keepers have seen minutes in the tournament. So good on the coaching staff. You want everybody to at least touch the field, so that has happened. And I think that extra day, as I said, because Canada look to definitely rotate their starting lineup more. So that extra rest day will come in handy. I think Jamaica's players might have needed that day a bit more than Canada's, just due to different players starting more in their team, right? So dividing up the bulk of the minutes more, right? But yeah, again, this one to me. So the keys to victory for Jamaica, everybody's asking. So the first thing, I think the positional discipline is going to be the key, because what I see happen to Jamaica sometimes is we're always saying, boy, why our team not fit? Why our team not fit? Why our team not look fit? Why our team not look fit? Why our team just look tired? So I think sometimes, it's yes, we might not be as fit as we should be, but even more than that, I think sometimes because we chase so much when we're out of possession, we tend to look tired when we receive the ball. So when we finally win the ball, we're so tired from everyone chasing that nobody has the energy to make good movement off the ball. Ends up stalling. We kick it long because we're under pressure, right? And it's rinse, repeat, cycle, repeat, cycle, repeat, cycle, repeat. So today, it's going to be imperative that if the team wants to shift and stop an attack on one of the sides, the team shifts. And I know that sounds real simple, but one of the biggest issues with Jamaica is we can't stop people from possessing the ball because we're so far apart from each other. And that just stems from people going to press alone, right? People chasing blindly, not looking and seeing where the support is, where the outlet pass is, so you can, close them down at a certain angle. These little important things I think is going to make the difference, because, closing that angle properly, which forces the pass here, that cuts down on the time you don't have the ball, cuts down on your chase time. And the little by little that you cut that down, the more energy you have for your attacks. Because I think Jamaica can hurt them with the physicality and the approach that we're going to have when we attack. I don't really think that they're going to cope too well with that. And, if we're being honest, I have seen so far in this tournament, right? The player number 5, especially Kapoor, we saw it was a bit of a mix-up that caused the goal they conceded, but there were other instances where it was just the sheer physicality of the player, I think, got the better of the number 5. And when you look at Kelvin Brown in particular, there's not many defenders in this tournament. You can say what you want about his technique or his ability and everything. One thing you can't say is that he's not strong as hell. So I just think, that edge that you will have mentally perhaps could play in our favor today. And I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 mistakes don't creep in, just due to the mere presence of him, right? Nico Wood is really a central player. So I don't think they have this graphic totally correct with Nico Wood at left back. But let's wait and see. I don't know if Africans is still here and can clear that up. But I don't think Nico Wood will be playing left back. I would think he would be one of these deeper line midfield players. But let's see how it looks when the game starts. I will clear all that up for you guys once the game starts. Mans is the commentary man. We will sort it out. We'll get everything straight. But the way Jason talked about them, I'm expecting some world-class ball. Now, look, hey, I wouldn't call it world-class ball, but I do think like them have some things in the team that is making them be able to be really effective. Mainly the two front players. Like, I think that they are definitely at this level, very, very good. So it's 2 players we can really count on to create opportunities in the game and moments. And Jamaica is a moments team, so and we have some moments guys in the team. Now, so as I said, my first key though, the key is the tactical discipline, the positional discipline. Make sure that whatever press we're setting up is organized. Make sure that we're not leaving too many gaps, because this team has the technical ability to really make us pay for those. And we don't want it to become a cycle of they have the ball, they're moving us around. With our athleticism, physicality, if we organize properly, we should be able to win back the ball. We should be able to win back the ball quicker than what Canada might like, right? So let's not be out of control with our press, but let's not press, right? So I have to put them under some pressure so that they don't feel so comfortable just having the ball moving us around, right? The second thing I think is really important is in the first few games we have been able to kind of get away with maybe a limited work rate, I'll call it, from the wide areas in attack. I think this game is going to require them to be much more involved when it comes on to the defensive side of things. And Banton, I think, was decent in that regard. Didn't really have to do it so much, though, because of the opposition. So, again, I want to see how it looks when we're playing a team that I think in moments will get their fullbacks forward. So how does our wide players deal with that and cope with that? Do they track? Do they pass off? Do they communicate well enough? And Jamon Lyle, I'm looking at you squarely, youngster, right? So we know that you are the creative hub of the team, right? A lot of times in teams, your creative player, you don't necessarily want them to be doing the most defensive work in the world. Well, this is a one-off game, Jamon, right? And look, you're very energetic when the ball gets to you. So I know you have energy. Just show me the same amount of energy when you don't have the ball today. It's going to be seriously important. Now, Foster, I think Foster can do the work for about 3 players because he's that energetic, that lively, that fit, it looks like. But don't make him have to overwork himself, right? Put in your work as well alongside him and just make sure that it's not a lack of effort why something happens down that side, right? If you get beaten because you're not a good defender, I can live with that. But at least be in the position to get beaten. Don't let me see you down at the halfway line when right now your team need you in the middle third towards the defensive third, right? So I'll be watching those roles intently. When we attack, lose the ball, how important is it to those wide players to get back into position and get the shape, right? It's not after, cussing with the forward saying, why you never run this way? It's not after you fix your socks and no. Right back into position, get the shape. We don't want to give Canada anything, any reason to get any confidence today. Now remember, the pressure is on Canada, honestly. I mean, yes, we have pressure because we want to go to the World Cup, but so does Canada. And Canada need the result. They need to get a win. They need to get a goal or a few to make sure that the game don't draw. So we can use that to our advantage. The more the result is not in their favor, the more they will begin to panic. Maybe they will lose their character and they won't be keeping the ball as well because they're worried about going to score. So they might be starting to go direct. And trust me, if Canada makes this game turn into a direct style game, we're gonna get the result. I promise you. The way Canada beat us today is patience. If Canada patience and don't panic just because still nil or whatever the case is, and just play their football, that's their best chance of getting the result they want. The minute them start to go along and try to beat us on breaks and stuff like that, and then we can go back at them, problems for them. So yeah, we need to be able to mix it up. But I think the most important thing is the positional tactical discipline out of possession. And when we do attack, how quickly we can get back into a shape that looks like the right shape that the coaches would want. Right? Those are the 2 things I think are the keys. And for Canada, no, we're not really trying to make them win, but just analytically, I think if they can play their game and don't get caught up in the trap meet that Jamaica probably going to want to play, then they have a better chance to win. So yeah, that to me are the 2 keys, man. Like we have to make sure that we keep the shape, the tactical discipline, especially when it comes down to those 2 midfielders shielding the back 4. Because my thought is it's gonna be more 4-2-3-1 with 2 kind of holding players, right? Just to shore up that area and just let the 4 attacking players do what they can. And of course, maybe Romy, Kelly in times can get involved, but are one of the fullbacks, right? But I would also like for the coach to be smart. So when I say positional discipline, it even goes down to the coaching staff too, because Like there's really no need in a game like today to have, an instance where Berger and Foster are literally both in the attacking third, right? Now, if that's the case, Henry and Kelly gonna have to sit. Like it just needs to. We just need to make sure that we're not leaving ourselves too exposed when we do go forward. But that's not the main concern. My main concern is when them have the ball and they're trying to move us around and make us chase, that we don't chase out of zones. Pass after the next player, you go press now, I stay, and we don't get out of shape. And then the next thing is when we attack, lose the ball, how quick do we retain that shape or regain that defensive shape that we want to be in when they have the ball, right? So, hold on, let me take a call. Yeah, Wi-Fi check-in. But kickoff one alone is at 3 o'clock. So 26 minutes from now. 26 minutes from now. Yo, BBK Sports legendary in a building. Yeah, man, we're trying to reach our next World Cup, my G. U17, FS2, if you're around a screen, can watch it. All we need is a draw versus Canada. But yeah, let's see. So what you guys think about the team so far? Who is the player stand out to you so far? So for me, I've been impressed with all the center backs that I've seen, to be honest. I thought Edwards and Morgan have looked good. Kelly looked good when he played back there in the first game. But today is gonna be the true measure. As I've been saying, like I think they're supposed to look good, honestly, against who we played so far. So let's see how they look today. I think today is really a better measure. These players probably closer to their actual level. So let's see how it looks today when they're under some more pressure and they're playing against some better people. Like today is the day to really, I wouldn't say judge them altogether, but yeah, it would be a clearer judgment seeing how they react to today's matchup. You know what I mean? But for me, Edwards has been good, right? I think the goalkeeper has been good too. I think today will show me something else about the keeper as well, because I've seen that he's a good shot stopper, decent handling of the crosses. But I haven't really seen him under pressure with his feet. So today, more than likely, we'll see that at some point. So that's something that I'll be able to evaluate today as well. But shot stopping wise, yeah, he passed the test already. He made arguably the best save of the tournament in the first game. So, and if you haven't seen the highlights of the first game, just go back and look at Jamaica versus Aruba highlights and the save that White made in the second half of that game. Mad. I think Berger is a good player, right? But I think the coaching staff kind of doing him an injustice, playing him at left back, to be honest. I think they have done it because they consider him a really good player. So they didn't want to put any other players in that type of situation. But again, like I said, today is going to be the judge if, they have gone too far with this experiment, or it was something that was just a necessary thing. They deemed it to be necessary. So if it works out and we get through this game, the next evaluation question would be, is that how to move forward? Is that how you want to go into the actual World Cup? Or do we start to, really try to figure out what we're going to do with that position? Jamon Lyle, I don't love his decision making. I'll put that out there right away. I don't love it. I did see an improvement game 2 to simplify the final action, which I think was what was holding him back in the Aruba game. Because when he plays simple, he's neat and tidy. He's very accurate with his passing and everything. But sometimes, because him have the big baller tag from the people, him feel like him have to do more than the simple things. But Lyle, simplicity we use for survivor. That may I tell you. If you play simple, guarantee you, everything work out for you. So simplicity. And Nolan, I think today, we really want to see everything you have. I can kind of see that you're playing a little bit within like a little reserve, maybe kind of saving up for this day. You know, I know you apply your trade in Canada now with Toronto. So I know you'll have a little extra there to kind of put one on them today. So make we see Jamari Nolan. Let's see the full capability of Nolan today. Because I think that will go a long way toward us getting the result we all want to see, which is us getting at least a draw today to go to the World Cup. And then Kelvin Brown, you know, if you don't know by now, you know, if you watch Jamaica football, you follow it, you see him from the U14 with the Caribbean Championship, scoring a bag of goals there. The U15 League B, they won the championship there. He was scoring a bunch of goals there. And now he's progressed to the U17. I think he just turned 16 in January. So he would have, I think, one more chance to play this again, because I believe as long as you're 17 in the year of the competition, you're still eligible. So he could play again next year if he's around to play. You know, who knows where he'll be then. But yeah, I think one of the things that so let's talk about the positives first for Kelvin Brown. So the positives, I think, for a player of his size, I have been pleasantly surprised that his like footwork and the ball control, the ability to change direction with the ball, I think it's improved from when I've seen him from 14 to 15 going into 16. So his agility on the ball has improved. Something that I think needs to continue to improve for him, though, is the heading ability. I know he's a big player, but I think he needs to figure out a little bit better the timing of the contact on the header. I think that's what's getting him out a lot when I see him head the ball. So just some more heading practice, I think, is all is really needed. You know, heading from a standing position, heading on the run, you know, try back pedal and still heading. You know, I think he just needs more reps with those things. Because when you're that size, you know, people are going to expect that part of your game is really good, right? So, you know, don't block your blessings, right? You're tall, you're big. Don't let you just be a tall, big player that is deadly with their feet. You know, add that part of your game where you're deadly with your head as you are with your feet. You know, that's what I would say there. And I think really with him, you know, a little bit more effort off the ball as well. He has a tendency in spells of the game to kind of just be on the field. Like, you know, he needs to realize that you can literally affect the game every minute of the game. And I think once he gets that, you know, because I don't think it's a lack of fitness thing, because he looks to be pretty fit. But I just think, you know, he just needs to realize that, you know, the game is constant. You know, hopefully today he doesn't have those type of spells where you don't see him in the game for too long. But I think he can influence the game even more. You know, of course, he's influencing the game by scoring goals, but I want him to be a striker where even if he doesn't have a goal, you still remember that, oh, you know, he set this goal, or he held off these three players to lay it off, then the pass was played for the goal or something, right? Just you can affect the game in more ways than just scoring, right? And I want you to score. Obviously, you're a striker. That's the most important thing. But I feel like you can even do more, you know? And I think you're that type of player where if you add those things to your game, then, you know, who knows where that football game will take you, you know? So that is it, you know, for the starting 11. I think when you look at the bench, Bembridge showed that he had a really good left foot in the last game. Jaheim Bennett, we haven't seen him since the first game. He's the NYC youngster. Jude Royce has been coming off the bench. Justin Hale scored that cracker in the first game, that rocket shot. And I think he was an alternate for the last U17 as a 16-year-old. But he's on the bench today and been on the bench every game. And Kai started the second game, but he's back on the bench for this one. So, yeah, this is the starting 11 that they're going with today. What you guys think about it? And you guys can keep on dropping your score predictions in the comment section. Why isn't this on? Why isn't this on? Okay, all right, cool. So we're up on the right channel. Premier League start to Royal card. We'll see what I'm going for that. We're not big enough. We're not big nothing from north side. Remember. How many foreign players on our team? All right, so basically one. Well, all right, so I think there's only like 4 that are actually born overseas, but about 8 of them live overseas now. Something like that. Something like so. No goals yet in the Prem. Anywhere. Go and listen to that. I get some Daytona 500. What this man? Can rather dead with laugh. Yeah, something like 4 were actually born overseas and 8 were live or play overseas now. I think it is 4 if my memory serves me right. Yeah. Yeah, 4 actually born in like outside Jamaica. Why deserve it quit? Think the team not reacting to him anymore. I mean, PSG is good, but I mean, she shouldn't be losing 5-0 to them, I don't think. Is that official? Or are you just saying that? Nottingham Forest, I try a thing. Yeah, but I mean, I see people have said that, but end of that really will go on though. 3, 4, or 5 months. Damn, maybe you're not gonna miss World Cup. And them sack Thomas Frank. I love Arsenal too much. Rough. They say Leeds, wait a slot next. I'm not. Shalom, them not fire him, bro. Man, I go on decent in the champs. Him win the championship the first year. I think I'm gonna fire him. Fulham look like them are. Yo, every time I look up and see the car racing, I get nervous, you know. So long. 133 votes. And at Georgia, everybody said Jamaica win. All right, people, dropping the score predictions in the comment section, please and thanks. And if you're new to the channel, first time here, please do subscribe. I see we have about 10 new subscription today, so respect for finding the subscribe button. Yeah, man, Jason Gooner TV is the name of the channel, and I am him. I don't know, this is where we can reason the football the right way. Come on, yo. Switch over to the game now, man, so I can see what I go on. Sure. See what I go on for this. Mm-mm. All right, so if you guys wondering, the goalkeeper keep for CF Montreal. Edwin Omoregbe is at Toronto FC with Omario White and Jamari Nolan. Zamble is also at CF Montreal. Stefan Kapoor, the captain, is at Toronto FC. So should know Nolan as well. Nico Wood is at Herenveen. Dutch Eloy Britton is at CF de Montreal. Van Parker is the one in the US. He's at Real Salt Lake. Shapish is at Austria Vienna in Austria. CF Montreal is Rafael Pascal. Xavier Laroche is at Levante in Spain. And Marbella FC, Connor Rickert. So everybody coming from somewhere. Yes. On the bench, they have Whitecaps, Nice, Huesca, Vancouver Whitecaps again, Castellon, Casapia, DC United, Toronto FC, Cardiff City FC, and Rio Ave. So they have people from all about. So Intercontinental Football Academy, that's where them say Jaden Morgan playing. But them have him listed at from Phillips Andover Academy. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Yeah, man, this is that is it. Big up yourself, my G. Right now, the coach I think deserve to coach a Prem team is Middlesbrough. Coach, talented. You got to watch them play. All right, me take them in more keenly. 3-1 JA said Shalom. We need more help. Bless up JB, Wagwan. I bet they're Arsenal fan. Jade Bogle would be a great addition. I'm telling you. I am telling you. All right, finally we get some coverage. Place look like people there, man. All right, see some yard flag there. That look like which team? That look like probably Aruba team. Couple parents from the yard team probably. Some Canadian parents, that for sure. Yeah, the ones not in Jamaica are all at an academy somewhere, yeah. So it looks like some family members in the crowd of the players. Canadian parents. Players them both walk out. Oh gosh. You know, Kyle, I don't think this version of Canada have any Jamaicans, you know. But I mean I don't know for sure. But the ones of a darker hue seem to have African names, you know, which I know is not the end all be all, but I would like to say more than likely on Jamaica the heritage, you know. So you see Kelvin Brown walking out last, Van Parker walking out last, the two leading scorers. So just a reminder, the standings, the goal difference put us in a great position. Semenyo again. 1-0 City. Canada anthem now. Number 7, him a play, man. Number 7, Jamon Lyle. I think he just transferred to Waterhouse, I believe. So when this done, him supposed to play Premier League, I think. Aunt Delcy Spices, Aunt D, Aunt Del Spices. Where do you live, or where are you right now? Aunt Delcy Spices, where are you right now? If you're in the US, it's on FS2 and television, Fox Sports 2. If you're in Jamaica, I don't know. The best thing to do if you're in Jamaica, check Concacaf YouTube channel. Yeah, man. And not Jamaica alone, big brother. Other team have some big people too. But Jamaica team pretty big still. Edwards, Javan Foster, Kelly, grant true wisdom from above. Romy, ours forever. That's Banton, Jamon Lyle, Jaden Morgan, Omario White, and Jamari Nolan. Canada keep at all too. All right, people. This is it now. Yo, drop your final score predictions. Drop your final. Oh, in Jamaica, try Concacaf U2. Good to see Kelly from Old Harbour. It's been a while. We don't see players from that area in the national setup. Yeah, so Old Harbour, I think isn't Old Harbour would have purchased Spanish Town Police, right? Yeah. So you would like to think then if Old Harbour purchased them and they stay up, players like Kelly, if he stays there, he can play with them. That would be good. Odello said, "One love Canada." Jeez, I'm heartbreaking. Hey, it can happen though. That is not a result that's not on the table. That is for sure. Crystal Palace score. Strand Larson score. Yo, where's the ref from? Cause them thing they important, you know. I think him name Nels Cesar Nolasco. So don't want to speculate. Could be from any of the Latin American, Central American countries. All right. All the formalities before the game done. Showing the team on the screen now. They have Raheem Kelly I play striker. Nolan I play defense. Yo, why? Hate. Them need to sign me, man. So I can show them what to put on the screen. Them I list it as a back five. But as I say, don't make no sense even look on these people. Let me just show you. I will tell you once the game starts what kind of formation, who is where. I could work with this. Harry Wilson, save. Try Harry Wilson. All right, Jamaica. Come on. Listen to my damn prediction. Big up, Pops. All right, game kickoff. Ball on the right. Canada in possession in midfield. Going wide to the left back now. Trying to get who that player is on the left. Back to Kapoor. To the goalkeeper. Right back will be Young Reggae. Edwin. Good step by Berger. It's going to be a throw to Canada. So it looks like it will be Conor Rickert down this right-hand side. Nico Wood is in midfield like I thought, number 6. He is the... And that's 2-0, Nico O'Reilly. Oh, beats 1, beats 2. Oh, get this block the cross. Well done, Shorty Malcolm, son. Javan Foster, I call him Shorty Malcolm. Hey, the man already accused Jamon Lyle. Said, listen, man, work, youth. But I'm going to tell you about this kid first effort, second effort. All right, so I think, like I was wondering if Raheem Kelly is playing on the back line. It looks like they are going to play the back five. Here's the cross into the box, to the back stick. Cleared top of the box. And a good step by Edwards, it looked like there. And Mario White drops the ball, but I think it already went out. So you can see the nerves here. So it doesn't look to be a back five. It's not a back five. I tell you, don't watch the graphic on the screen in a BM. Don't watch the graphic on the screen. It's not a back five. Kelly is playing in midfield. Good jump there by Morgan. Here's Kelly. I said, I want to see him play in this midfield. What does he do under pressure? Back to Edwards. Edwards had an easy pass to Foster, but didn't take it. Just cleared it out of play. And again, this is what I want to see. You know, Jamaica wasn't doing this against the first two opponents. They didn't really kick the ball away just for nothing. So I just want them to keep their composure. Because he was not under pressure that time. He really didn't need that quick of a kick. Good. Oh, come on, referee. What is that? So Kelly is playing in midfield today. It looks like it's going to be a 4, almost like a 4-4-1-1. Because Nolan is playing a little bit deeper than Kelvin Brown. And out of possession, the wingers are dropping back to help so far. Let's see if that continues. And that's going to be out of Canada. And a throw to Jamaica on the far wing. Foster will take this shot to Malcolm. Throws it in. Brown, good pressure from behind. Falls to Romy Henry. Good change of play. Banton can't get his body behind it, and the breeze will take that one out for a throw. It's very windy as it's been all competition. Looks like the wind is blowing from Jamaica's right attacking wing to the left. So any cross from that side looks like it's going to run off the pitch. So watch the wind in this game. Good step from Romy Henry into the box. Kapoor will clear. And Berger takes it out the air, and it falls to Jamon Lyle. Lyle tries to find Nolan, but it's cut out into the air. Romy Henry heads it back into the mix. Good flick on by Kelvin Brown. Nolan will get to this first into the box. Now out of the box with it. Drops it back to Berger. Berger lets it run. Being pressed. Good composure into Morgan. Morgan over to Edwards. Edwards on the ball. Goes wide now to Foster. Shorty Malcolm. Good first touch. Back to Edwards. This is good from Jamaica. Edwards goes for the diagonal, but that's a poor pass. Should be a handball. And it is a handball that was poorly dealt with by Edwin Omaregbe there. And Jamari Nolan. Forrest just missed an easy chance. Brahma, no, it's not the end of the discard because I don't even know where to find this on a stream. And where I'm streaming it from, Discord, I cannot stream it. Anytime I try to live stream it, it cut off the video. And I can't find the streaming site that I usually use to put in the Discord. This game is not on it. I'm watching this on FS2. Yo, BM, I'm telling you, it is. But I don't think they yo, if this is Bomber Williams, big up it damn self. I'm watching on FS2, Issa. FS2. Berger. And that was way over the bar. With the height we have in the box, I would love to see someone clip that into the area between Edwards and Kelvin Brown and Nolan and all these players, Kelly. Put it in the mix. Make Banton clip one up with him left foot. Or even Lyle with him right foot. Referee shield off my defender a while ago. Damn. So I think I see out of possession. Okay, so it looks like tactically when we don't have the ball, Kelly is going back onto the defensive line. When we have the ball, he's going into midfield to help Romy build up the play. But now he's back in midfield. So I'm going to keep watching what Kelly is doing. Because he was just on the back line a while ago. Now he's back in the midfield. And there's too much space in the middle here. And that's cleared by Berger. Easily to Kapoor. Kapoor being pressed. Kelvin forces him wide. That's played into the middle. Nico Wood, too much space. Looking for Parker. Can't find him. And that's misplayed by Berger. No right foot, no left foot. And Banton is back to help. Clears it down the line. But wait. The coach I take the ball off my field. Come on, man. The ball not go out yet. The coach just go on the field and take the ball. Yeah, like it's our throw. Yeah. You cannot grab the ball on the field, brother. And because of that, it's our throw. Yeah, like, come on. Thank you. Thank you, referee. Thank you. Thank you, referee. My boy, go up on the field and grab the ball before it even go off of the field. So it's a free kick to Jamaica. Yo, if Canada concede this, I know this coach going to feel like a real idiot. Yo, that may I say that. If I handed that, yo, big up yourself, Bama. Yeah, I'm a baller. I swear. I swear. Into the box. Berger. Win holding it up. Good flick on. Ooh. Banton didn't anticipate the flick, but He was shielded well. You have to give Canada credit for being alert. And they will try to build from the back. Here's Kapoor. He goes long. And that's misplayed, but Edwards is there to clean up. Long up in the air. Brown underneath it, but headed out into midfield. Romy tries to head it wide to Lyle, but can't get the power on it. Kelly plays it, ricochets back to Berger on his left foot and plays it down the flank to no one in particular. Zamble on the ball now. And that's into the midfield. Canada trying to possess over the top now. It's going to be 1v1 with Berger. I don't think Rickert can deal with him there, so that's cleared out. But interestingly enough, with his right foot, when a left foot clearance was needed. Good close in there from Banton. And it's going to be a Jamaica throw. Erling Haaland with a goal. Jeez and peas. How much full am I going to get, man? 20? Yeah, the coach go up on the field a while ago. The coach go on the field a while ago. The leader in the building said it will be a deja vu moment to either 2025 or 2011. But let's hope it's 2011. Trust me. Because I remember 2025 much better. And it was not as good as how I felt in 2011. Because it was so recent, you know. So let's get that memory gone. Yeah, that was shocking that the coach went on the field and grabbed the ball a while ago. Shocking. Foden, Haaland, Bossy skin out like girl, goal. So Canada building up on the back. Jamaica dropping into the shape. So far, I like the discipline of Henry. That's poor by Canada around the back. Here's Lyle. Can we make something of this? Lyle, too many touches, gets through about 5 players, shoots from distance, and that's wide. So after he got through the players there's an easy layoff pass, but Lyle is like, I'm a baller, so I'm going to shoot with my weaker foot from 35 yards. He did score a goal with his left foot in one of the games, but that was right at the top of the box, not nearly as far as that good challenge from Berger with his left foot. Parker trying to get on the ball. Good layoff. Pascal. Wide now to LaRoche. LaRoche trying to get by his man. Does beat Shorty Malcolm. Good clearance. No, top of the box. That's not the best. And that should be a foul on Nico Wood. The 2 number 6s battling in Jamaica's box there. And Romy Henry gets the foul. So that's the first time we have seen the tricky LaRoche on the left-hand side get a chance to take on. And that was not, sorry, that was Breton who did the foul. I thought that was Nico Wood. So number 8 fouling number 6. Yeah, BM, I said it. You know, the kid has talent, but his decisions, man, need work. But I think we build up the players to make them do these decisions some of the time because, you know, he's built up as this incredible player. So he feels like he has to do more. Oh, well done, Romy. So that's the first time Jamaica really stretched there. Berger was well up the pitch and good interplay. Parker came short, space down the right-hand flank or the left defensive side of Jamaica, and Romy Henry had to vacate the middle to prevent the cross. And it's a corner to Canada. And Jamaica have to watch the wind here. The ball is going to hold up in this wind, so they have to be aware. And it does so. Good header. What a save by White. Oh my gosh, Mario White, not for the first time in this tournament with a big save. That was Nico Wood with a bullet header from about the penalty spot. And White got down to his right. And it wasn't as spectacular as I first thought, but Still a save that had to be made because Berger looked like he might have been able to clear it with his head. Didn't actually jump for it, but White was anticipating that and got down to save it. Another corner now from the opposite side. So the ball should travel further from this side. And that one gets into the air. Well punched strongly out by White. Way away from the box. Lyle pressuring. Looks like he'll win this ball. And that's good defending by... That's good defending by Pascal that time. And a salad there by Nolan. Nolan gets in the way of Banton, but Nolan's still on the ball. Tries to change the play and does so nicely. Here is Shorty Malcolm trying to beat the player, but can't. Let me stop calling him that. Javon Foster. Strand Larson score again. Good ball. Poor first touch from Lyle this time. Tries to win it back, fouls the player. And the referee might talk to him at least here. Ref telling him to calm down. Ooh. Breton that time getting hit late by keeper great man. Wifey would. Yeah, but the space, but so I said we have to move together. We can't 1-1-1 pressure. Because them man go, you know, Villa versus Brighton start look like a UFC event. I wouldn't say we're playing great. We're playing okay. I haven't really created anything as yet. Here's Kelvin Brown trying to manhandle his way through. And that time he's called for the foul. But that will add up, you know. The captain is down, feeling the effects of the physical battle. Kick and run at its finest was trying there, but it didn't come off. How are we playing? Do we look like we're going to score right now? No, we don't really look like we're going to score right now, to be honest. But it looks like Kapoor is down. Not sure exactly what. I mean, the hands were really going and flailing there. So maybe he got hit in the face or something. Well, go on namesake, we're there, you know. Yeah, man, we're there, bro. Keeper is good, bro. We're looking a little too hanging on for me right now. Like we need to impose ourselves that we are in the game. Like we're not just here to just defend, you know. I do like the shape so far though. Only one time I was upset with how open the right flank for them was. But other than that, the shape has been decent. I just wish we could get a little closer to them. I think we need to have a bit more bravery in where we start our defensive line, because right now the gap between the midfield and the defense and the forwards is too big. So we need to push up that back line some more, because I don't think we should really worry about them in behind us. We have the energy to chase them and catch them. So we need to condense the field a little bit more. That would be my suggestion. Right now, Edwards and Morgan are really far back there on that back line, sitting on the 18 almost. That's a good switch of play to Lyle, but Lyle waits for the ball to... What the hell? The breeze blowing this way, Lyle. So when the ball will come to you from that side, you have to go to it. All the way back to Omario White. So we can see... All right, so people, defenders today, turn up the field and clear it. Nobody pass it back to him. But see the weakness in him game. The man was so uncomfortable a while ago just to set himself to kick that ball. Oh no, why is so much space down the left flank, man? Good save, White. Referee. A yellow card, that, you know, man, I cannot challenge that. But why so much freedom down that side, Faster? Faster now get no help from Jamon Lyle, you know, that I got kill we down there, you know, man. I'm telling you, you know. We need to square up, man. Nil all right now, Neil. Nil all. Okay. Sorry. I'll get more in depth with the commentary then. Because man's look like them not even have the game I watch. All right, Jamaica clears the ball, free kick down the left, and that's out of play over Bantan's head for a throw. Can have the throw in now in their defensive third. Passing along the back, Brown coming with some pressure. Defender steps up and goes with a long diagonal to the left side. That's a good ball, but a little too much on it in the air. And Edwards does well to win the second ball. He goes long. And that's cut out by Kapoor. And he wins the second ball as well. Poor pass out of midfield by Canada, but Jamaica win possession. Here's Romy Henry. Toe pokes it forward. Good chest control by Kelvin Brown. 1 versus 3 though, needs some support. Tries to play it to Bantan, and that's a foul. Wow, it looks like he won the ball, but he definitely had a challenge from behind. So Zamble is the one from Canada called for the foul there, but it's about 35 or 40 yards out. So don't know if the Jamaicans will attempt a shot from here, but it's a little bit central as well. So it'll be interesting what they try here. Yes, got the ball, but definitely went through the player to get to the ball. Could have been a yellow, Andy. Could have been a yellow. To be fair, Lyles could have been 1-2 and he gave a talking to. So I'm not gonna kill the ref. I think I do think though, whether it's Canada or Jamaica, the next challenge, I think no matter which team it is, it's probably gonna be a yellow. So Berger looks like the man from distance with the free kicks. He already tried one and kicked it too high. And this one is also looped way too high. Channel star. Yo, it's a arc team cross that one and then try it again. I tell you. Berger must score some weak free kick in a training. All right, this one goes long down the left-hand side. Javan Foster wins the first ball. Kelly, who turn in midfield, tries to beat one though, but can tell that's not his game. Here comes Pascal now on the run. Pascal goes wide. Too much space for LaRoche. Into the box. Edwards closing down. And Edwards actually wins the goal kick. Wow. So well done by Edwards there. Closed down under control. Didn't sell himself. But this kid LaRoche getting more and more space down the left. That's not good. We're going to have to figure out that left-hand side, our right-hand side soon. Because it looks like that's where them really targeting right now. The last 2 attacks, LaRoche was running into the box untouched. And both times the centre-back had to come across to help. Well, one time it was a save by the keeper. And that time the centre-back was able to cut it out. Here come Canada again, this time down the right side. And I don't think that this number 18, Rickert, want anything to do with Berger down this flank. You could tell just there, you know, the lack of confidence to control the ball. He just wanted to play a one-touch pass. He never wanted. Kapoor stepping forward. Parker been quiet so far, but turns on Morgan easily. Now running into his stride. Good tackle from behind, but still on the ball is Parker. LaRoche again in space down the left. This is becoming a habit now. Cuts inside. Top of the box. Parker with a touch. 2-3. What a sliding challenge by Jaden Morgan that time. Did not like how that one was building up. And Jamari Nolan fouls Edwin, the right back from Canada there. It's going to be a free kick from about, let's see where it is on the pitch. Should be, yeah, a good 45 yards. A little bit to the right-hand side of Canada, Jamaica's left side of the defense. And it's going to be not a shot on target. They're going to send it into the box like normal people would right here. Looks like Rickert and Shapich. Over the ball, Shapich with his left foot, Rickert with the right. Let's see which one they go with. And that's Rickert with the right foot. And a good punch again by White. And he's gets protected by the referee. Looks like they bridged him a bit. And that's Breton called for the foul. But Jamaica needs to figure out the right-hand side of their defense right now. It's been 3 straight attacks where the number 17 LaRoche is played in and there's no one there. It's behind Foster. The right center back is not close enough to really break down the pass. And it's just too much space over there. So we need to figure it out. Yeah, Van Parker is their big baller. He played last year on the team with them as a I think he was 16 last year when he played. And that one's flicked right through to Pandolfino in goal for Canada. Thrown out quickly. Poor first touch. Lyle, can he do something with that? Let's see. Lyle being pressed. Shapic trying to win the ball back from him. And that's good play from Lyle to earn a corner. And Shapic just took his eye off the ball there, controlling it. And Jamaica, this is where we can take some advantage now. Edwards up for the corner. Morgan up for the corner. Kelly up for the corner. Coach, make sure your rest defense set. Nolan talking to them back there already. I see him sorting out who should be back there. Lyle, give us some quality. Good ball into the box. Ooh, what a header. And this is LaRoche here. Can Canada counter? Here's Javan Foster. Yeah. That man is going to win a foot race with anybody. And then here's Banton now. Can he get to that ball first? Ooh, that's a big collision. And the foul is given for Jamaica. Wow. It looked like the Canadian guy won the ball. Or maybe it's not a foul. Maybe it's just a throw. Okay, it's just a throw. All right. I was like, damn. Long throw into the box. Good control, Brown. Brown tries to lay it off. Can't. And now it's cleared by Kapoor. Flicked on. Good play from Canada. Good closing down from Morgan and Parker quickly. Didn't allow him a chance to turn that time. He just spun him the play before, so good to see Morgan, like, you know, switch up his strategy the next time so he don't get spin. Got a little bit tighter and didn't allow him to play the second touch. After the first touch, he, bam, put his foot around to win it. But trust me, Parker will adjust next time. So Morgan have to vary it up now. Berger with the throw. Long throw into the box. Second ball won by Nolan. Can he bring it down? No, they wanted a handball, none called. Parker with a wicked first touch. Here's LaRoche. And that's played over. The Canadians want a foul, but the ref, I think, didn't see it. Didn't get any help from his assistant either. Here's Jamari Nolan. Over the top, Banton. Can Banton keep this one in? No. Anything going towards that wing is going to really be going fast out of play because I think the wind is blowing straight that way. Mario said Jamaica is allowing Canada to grow in the game. No, I don't know if it's about allowing, you know. I think Canada just has quality, so they're growing in the game. Good first touch. And Lyle doing a madness there. Took a shot. And he has, Lyle. Pass the ball now, brother. You have this giant on the back post, just clip it, no? You have Nolan coming on the top of the box as well. Just take 2 more touch and cut it back or across it, no man. So Jamaica definitely have the wind on their side. I mean, it's blowing towards the flank, but like towards the Canada goal as well. So that's something to watch in the second half. We'll be going against the breeze. Which sometimes can help when you're playing them over the top passes because it gets held up. Someone gonna stop Kapoor. This man dribbled from his own box all the way to our 18, crossed into the box. Yo, what the heck, man? Well done, Nolan. Come on, do something with this now. Referee, yellow card. I'm telling you, the next foul has to be. And that is Nico Wood, the number 6. Fire for him. But that's their holding midfielder on a yellow. We'll take it. Campus, big up yourself. Forward from good start, bro. Yeah. Issa, there's something that is wrong. You're saying it right here. Yo, I don't understand how that happened, Stefan. How that happened? A while ago, the defender just run from him own 18 and him don't even beat nobody. The man just run straight and run through the whole field. Lyle double teamed, goes through 2 players, put it into the box. It's cut out by Kapoor. Lyle, the game still goes, Lyle. Good. Get back into position. The game still goes, Lyle. Good. Good. The game still goes. Come on, Kelvin. Work, Kelvin. Canada beats 1. Into the midfield now. Nolan does well to close the space. Parker. Well, Parker is the one-touch king. And that one is 1 back in midfield after a touch by Nico Wood. Banton tries to close, can't. And the midfield is Canada. Breton into Nico Wood. Back now to the centre-back, Zamble. Zamble back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper over to Kapoor. Canada just making Jamaica chase. This is what I wanted us not to do. If we can't win the ball, just keep your shape. Defense is too deep, coach. Bring them up the field. You're going to kill out your midfield and your forward line. Kelvin Brown now starting to walk after this run of chasing. Now it's on the wing to Rickert. Rickert drops it back. He doesn't want to face up with Berger at all. Berger, you don't have to go with Rickert all the way to the middle of the field. No, you want to sort out on yourself. Canada is stretching around the place. Look at Van Parker. Just get away from players. Still on the ball, Van Parker. Into Breton. Breton has Parker again. Beats 1. And Edwards does well again to not sell himself. Just stay tall. Played it out for a corner. Now the last corner from this side, there was a big save had to be made by Omario White. So can Jamaica win the first contact this time? And this side, the ball is going to hold up a bit, so they have to watch that as well. Yeah, man, we can't get close enough to them, bro. You are no Donald Oliver, but you're doing good. Yeah, no, I can't be Donald Oliver. He's Donald Oliver, you know what I mean? And plus, this is a YouTube channel, so don't get it twisted, Nitro. If me dep on an actual commentary team, I wouldn't be commentating like this. You know, this is different. But we know what I mean still. Burnley have 3 goals now. Wow. Bless up Jeremy Lee. Boy, Jean-Pierre started the first 10 minutes decent, but the last 20 minutes, Canada looked like the more likely. And we're having big issues down our right-hand side, which is not the side I was worried about. Well, I kind of was because of Lyle playing on the right, and I know his work rate ain't the best. But I thought Foster could have hold it down, but Foster having trouble over there because they're pulling him out of position and they're exploiting that position in behind, you know? Our stars are Jimo and Kevin Khan and Kozlowski, and they're all not in the starting squad. Well, the game is on FS2, Fox Sports 2. So must say, who the names were you say must? I can't remember none of them names there. Jimo, Kevin Khan, and Kozlowski. But none of them man in a team. You sure the right? You sure the same team you talk about, Mas? You sure it's not your U20s you're talking about? Because none of those guys on this team. Yeah, if you're in Canada, Mas say it's on One Soccer, Fubo TV. People, please do smash the like button. We should be well past the 100 at this point. Almost 200 of you here. So that shouldn't be a problem. I see we're only at 94. Come on, people. Do better than that. Into the box. Berger does well to head it out. Played wide. Rickert puts it back into the box. Morgan clears it. It's going to be a throw to Canada. Does Canada have a long throw in them? Looks like they're trying to go short. Rickert down the flank. Berger. No communication there. 2 Jamaicans going for the same ball. Relax. Jeez, Edward, just let the keeper come get it, man. It's too much panic stations right now. Jamaica need to calm down. Faster again, overloaded on the left. Him against two players into the box. Good, a good foot around Parker there by Morgan. Seems to be doing that really well the last couple of plays. That's good in kept by Canada in the midfield. Good technique, keeping the ball. Romy tries to win it, but he only succeeds in fouling. And now again, Foster 2-on-1 again. LaRoche beats one. Lyle tracks back. Thank you. Jeez, man, you're going to wait till the man them score. Well, those guys aren't on the team, Mas. So I don't know. Oh, well done. Bantan, you just kick with the ball. Take with that. Jeez, peas, what kind of challenge that, man? Yo, them man do some madness when them play football, you know. Why you have to kick through the man like that? I mean, Canada is not quite attack versus defense right now, but it's you know, as I said, one team looks way more likely. And Canada figured out that if they overload our right back, there's gonna be problems because the player playing on the right he's willing to run back, but he waits until it's like that moment where I have to run back to stop this play. Yeah, I mean that could have been interpreted another way. Like, man need to calm down, brother. I mean, the man was going with so much force with that challenge, like. But this is what Canada doing what I thought they should, which is just don't let it become a track meet. Just move Jamaica around. Look at Kelvin Brown, head down, jogging. Nolan just standing there, just trying not to use too much energy right now. But you see, look what they're doing, you know. Nolan has just run about 30, 40 yards, done 3 sprints, and him don't touch the ball yet. Canada just making him run. It's a poor pass from Kapoor, though. Good closing down by Kelly. Can Jamaica win it and do something with it? No, they can't. But they will win the second ball. They will. Romy Henry plays it to Bantan. Bantan goes back to Berger. Berger on the ball. It's a good ball to Brown. Good ball wide to Lyle. Far post! Is that in? Jamari Nolan! What a finish with his thigh. Good improvisation there. The ball, I told you about the wind from that wing, and it really came fast to Nolan. He was able to, but that was a brilliant ball by Berger. Into Brown, Brown to Kelly. Kelly one time, that was the opening up pass. And Lyle, when you don't shoot and be selfish, look what you do. Far post, good cross, and I'm telling you, that finish by Nolan, people will look at it simple. That's a rotted finish, okay? I'm telling you, if you never play football, you don't know. But trust me, that was a wicked piece of finish by Nolan. Wicked, wicked, wicked piece of finish, people. With his thigh. What a good goal, man. What a good goal. But we said it. Canada doing the right thing, passing it around. Kapoor got impatient, played a pass he wasn't supposed to play. Jamaica won the ball back. And from that winning the ball back, score a goal. But you see how we scored that goal. Pass it to feet to Kelvin Brown. Pass it to feet to Kelly. Pass it to feet to Lyle. And then across. 3 passes with the on the ground in a row. And we score a damn goal. 1-0 to Jamaica. And trust me, what a good time to score. Little bit before halftime. And you've been asking me who going to score, who looks like they're going to score. And I said Canada look more likely because they did. But Jamaica is the ones that get the first goal. So 1-0 Jamaica. LaRoche again. Boy, LaRoche is beating faster every time now. Good shot, good block again by Morgan. Kelly clears it. So Canada was already applying some very good pressure. So I can imagine now they're one down. It's only going to ramp up even more. LaRoche tries to slip through Parker, but Morgan doing a good job just finding him wherever he is. And when the play is over, Parker frustrated, pushes Morgan in the back. So let him keep building that frustration. Maybe him do something foolish. Long towards Banton, and Banton is on a yellow, so he needs to calm down. Coach, I would take off Banton literally now. Track back, Lyle. Track back, Lyle. Jeez, and Pete. Lyle, keep going, man. There's no one on that side. Don't lose it, you know. That gone. No, man. Banton boss. Banton is boss, coach. Just take him off, man. And him have a yellow. Banton, stop, slide for everything, no man, before you foul the next man. Played wide, Canada. Acres of space down the right again. LaRoche. Boy, first I got to have nightmares about that brother. Oh gosh. Good clearance burger there that was just waiting to be hit at the top of the box or at the penalty spot. And Banton is still down on the halfway line. I think this will be the end of his day. He's on a yellow. He's stretching for everything because I think he's compromised physically. Something happened to him. So a stoppage in play, 40 minutes now. 1-0 Jamaica. Oh, I guess those players have to go to their CPL clubs. Oh, okay. Pop said that cannot take precedence over playing for your country in a FIFA tournament. So that is definitely not the reason. True. I mean, definitely not like the CPL. I mean, they're playing in La Liga or something, maybe. But so I'm not sure what happened to Bantan on that particular play, but I think it was before. But this number 17, LaRoche, is just doing anything he wants to do on this left side. Here I am thinking Foster was going to hold up, but boy, it's been like 3-4 times in a row. A couple of them is not Foster fault. He just has overlap and overload and no help. But the last few just been 1v1 and one just run past it. Guru has arrived. Big up yourself, Guru. Bantan no fit. Yeah, it look like him done. All right, so Justin Hales, the player coming on. Typically, Justin plays central midfield. So going to be interested to see if they change the shape at all and go more with a 4-3-3 as opposed to the 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. I think that might be able to, if you have, you know, like a Romy in the middle, Kelly one side, Heels one side, maybe that can help Foster on that side. Because we need to do something about that side. That is the danger. And we can't keep playing with fire. But I love how Morgan is basically at this point man marking Parker, letting Edwards be the free one around there to kind of mop up things, and Morgan just making sure Parker have that physical presence around him. Concacaf U17, I think CPL can say as those players on Inter, Toronto, and Atletico Ottawa. Jamaica team as far as clubs, it's mainly local clubs in the team. I think the starting lineup have 3 playing overseas and 8 playing locally. Here's Hales First interaction. Looks like he's just playing the same position as Banton. Here's Brown. Brown looking to get off a shot. Can't. Closed down and couldn't get off the shot. It'll be cleared by Zamble. Here's Rickert. Poor first touch. And ooh. Rickert had his hand up to kind of protect himself and looked like he might have caught Berger there, but nothing by the referee. So there's confirmation. Justin Hales on for Kenai Banton. And honestly, might have been a blessing in disguise, that injury, because he looked like he was just one challenge away. And Morgan deemed to not have foul, and Lyle coming to the ball. Good breaking up play by Shapitz, and a good track back by Lyle. Thank you, Lyle. It's like you see me cuss. And the man dismiss a boy and gone down the wing and a flash off people. Yo, what wrong with that brother, man? Yo, all right. We see it. We see why I don't love this player so much. Whoa, good shot to the left foot. Yo, I see why I don't love this player so much. Because him like entertaining. Brother, the man pushed the ball around the man and go so. The man flash off the man after he beat him a while ago, you know, bro. Them thing they resonate people with some of our fans. May I tell you the truth. So hold on, Kelly wanna call the foul pan? How? Yo, the man gets some power up on the left foot shot there a while ago, still, you know. Boom! Still not the right decision, but it was a good shot. One umbrella, big up yourself. He's not mostly overseas. Yeah, Lyle's a baller. I like him. I don't know how him can start. I guess I'm just don't. I don't know. I just like him off the bench, I guess. I don't know. Shorty Malcolm. Oh gosh, Shorty, get up now. Yo, Edwards block everything so far today. We're coming way. Every single thing. Well done, Nolan. Oi. All right, calm down now, guys. Brown, work, Brown. Come on. You're late, man. When that ball comes up there, you got to get to it, man. That makes sense. You just stand up there. So the man move out of the channel to block the puck. Oh gosh. Down the flank, Rickert. Is that too much? No, Pascal will keep it in. Good block by Kelly. Kelly, down the line. Berger, give back to him now. Cheese and peas. Just give it to him long time now. Lord of mercy. You know, see the man pass and move. Just give him back. Yo, how we get the throw? Thank you, ref. You want the man to play? You know the ball? The referee. Yo, bro. That was hilarious, bro. The man pushed the ball around the man and go so. Yo, at first, I wonder, like, if him, like, I don't know. At first, I never want to assume that's what he was doing. But then we see him do it again. I'm saying, oh, okay. So literally, he was doing that. Kaya beat him. All right, now he's about to do something else. So let's see. The man just roll the ball down the flank and get a corner out of everything. No. Run back, boy. Run back, boy. I talk about referee. Run back. Boy, this brother Yala Roche good, like, good too. Because about the one run Lyle just make the man do it about 6 times already. Oh, good ball. But Edwards again. Edwards just there every time. With Berger and Lyle, Waterhouse did well in their recruiting. Yeah. And them just go at JC and just get them. So it looks like Canada's keeper, who already got treatment earlier in the half, is down again. Oh no, sorry, it's not even Canada's keeper. This time it's Lyle. I think the ref is telling him that he has to come off the pitch. Yo, man, a general, what a tie up in lace and I look back to see them. I look. So, not sure if Lyle was just trying to tactically just stop the game or if he's really feeling something. But there's so much space on the left. Oh my gosh, into the box. Berger clears with his head. Nolan wins the second ball, flicks it up in the air. And this could be a problem because here comes Kelvin. And yes, he's on the ball, getting pulled from behind already. Back onto his right foot. Good tackle in the end. And Zamble did well. Rickert. Oh, that's good footwork by Breton there. And Romy cleans him out. U17 has 9 local developed players starting. Nolan and Morgan migrated a year ago. 7 are products of the JFF Academy. So who are the 2 that aren't locally developed? Your respect for all the updates by the people. I must say, Moss giving me some pack daddy just say Bailey on for Sancho. Yeah, leader, who are the 2? Who are the 2 that aren't locally developed starting? So we're well into first half stoppage time now. So almost 5 minutes been played, and we're only supposed to play 4. But we did have one player down, Lyle, for a little bit. Don't know if he was down for a whole minute though, but surely this is going to be the last attack for Canada. Overload on the right-hand side now, Jamaica's left. Too much space in the middle. Nico Wood on his left foot, and that's a poor pass trying to filter it through. And the ref does vigorously blow the whistle for halftime. So it is halftime, people. It is halftime. Foster get beat every time and don't like that. Yeah. There were the first couple times Alex it happened, him get beat because him have one, him is him 1 against 2. But then after that, no, it was just 1v1 and LaRoche just a pass him. But that kid is tricky. I mean, he was running past everybody in every game so far. So he's their most talented winger. And I think we need to figure out a way to not expose Foster so much. Like, yes, Foster you can't get beat every time, 100% of the time. But at the same time, are we setting up Foster to be okay over there? I don't think so. I think we're leaving him exposed. So we need to sort that out. But look, people, 1-0 to Jamaica. We can catch our breath real quick because trust me, that was a serious first half. Let's just take a look at the stats real quick. I'm going to make sure everything good in the yard. So I'm going to forward off and go check in with the fam. But before I do that, I just want to show you guys what's going on in the football match so far. So Canada, as we expected, have the bulk of possession, 71%. You see the dual success. That is something that Jamaica need to win, and they're up in that 53-47. So I want to even extend that. And aerial dominance, perfect. Every three aerial ball, we're winning 2 of them. That's what we need. We have 2 more interceptions. They were offside once. They have 4 corners to our 1. One of their corners was very, very dangerous. Big save made by White in goal. Let's take a look at the XG for the first half. So you see Canada down at 0.25, Jamaica up at 0.63. Both teams took 7 shots. Jamaica had 3 on target. Canada had 2 on target. You see the each shot by both teams. Berger had a wild one. Lyle had a long distance one. Berger again with another wild one from a free kick. Then Jamo and Lyle hit the target with that one. Nolan scored the goal. Then Lyle had that left foot shot from the tight angle that was saved. And then Berger had one in the first half stoppage time as well. The best chance, I would say, of the half for Canada probably was the chance. Oh, it was Shapish who took that header? Oh, it was Breton who made that header. Okay. So yeah, Breton. That was probably the biggest chance. That Van Parker had a decentish chance, but can't really remember any clear chance. Oh no, I lied. Xavier LaRoche, that was the best chance. When he was on the left-hand side, cutting in, he tried to go far post and White saved it with him foot. That was the biggest chance. But I was worried about Berger at the left back, but it just goes to show Banton, even though he was doing foolishness attacking, he was at least there. It didn't look like Berger was getting outnumbered. On the other flank, definitely Foster was getting outnumbered to the point where it looked like he finally got tired. I thought he could never get tired. He finally got tired, and LaRoche was roasting him over there. But you can see, this is what we're talking about. When you look at the attacking thirds and where they're attacking, 44% of the time, they're going to that side with Foster, the side where Lyle is. Lyle giving us that going forward. Yes, he's dangerous, he's creative, but there's a balance to football, and his game seems to be heavily weighted to the attack. So we're gonna have to figure out that side. My suggestion would be come out of the 4-2, the 4-4-2 shape or the 4-4-1-1 shape and play more of a 4-3-3. That way you have one of your link closer to that right back so that he can cover. So when Lyle don't get back enough, it don't kill the team on that side. That would be my suggestion. And it's very similar. You just tell one of your winger them to become an 8. And you aren't the flank player on this wing. You're really that in between. And I think that could help with that issue. Now, does that affect us in the middle of the park? Maybe, but they're not really good. They're not really attacking us through the middle of the park. Their outlet has been Parker dropping short, combining with one of the midfielders, and then it goes back to that left wing, especially. So I think we need to tweak the formation a little bit or something. We need to tell one of those two midfielders to shade a little more to the right. Something. We have to account for that side because we can't keep playing with fire like how we're doing. So you see most of the game in the middle third or in the Canada defensive third, even with all the possession, they're not really progressing to our final third so much. This is an interesting one, the average positions of the players on the pitch. Now, Jamaica is in this graphic, so look at Jamon Lyle. So Jamon Lyle, average position, and he's supposed to be the guy helping this guy the most. And look where his average position is. You see that? He's literally playing striker with Kelvin Brown. Jamari Nolan, who is like the second striker, his average position is deeper than Lyle. And you see similarly, even though I was saying Banton is getting back better, his average position is about the same as Lyle is. So, they have to really figure out that area because these two players, Foster and Berger, are going to be supremely exposed. One thing I did notice as well, Edwards is playing extremely deep, right? Morgan is following Parker more often than not. He's right in Parker's back most of the time. So we need to figure that out as well. There's no point him following all the way to midfield and then having that huge gap between him and Edwards. So Edwards is going to have to push up, I think, because that's a part of the reason why there's so much space. And there's so much space for Lyle and Foster to cover between them and Banton and Berger to cover between them. Look at how deep he is compared to him. And then look at the difference of the starting position of Canada. Look at where Kapoor is and Zambo. And look how much more on the same line they are by average. So I hope they look at this average position and they say, hey guys, we got to sort this out. There's no way my right back can be average position deeper than one of my center backs. That should not be happening. Something is wrong. We're not getting it right all the way. So yeah, hopefully they're analyzing all these things. But currently, people, I know it sounds like, hey, I'm piling on and what's going on. The score right now is Jamaica 1-0. But as an analyst, you have to be able to look and see the future. And I don't think it's sustainable for us to keep this lead if we don't sort out certain things on the pitch. So people, we know I'm missing no commentary. So let me go run grab a refreshment, sort out what going on in the house, and you guys keep the discussion going in the chat until I return. But we'll be back for the full second half in about 2-3 minutes. All right, people? Big up on yourselves, and I'll be right back. You guys keep supporting by smashing the like button. I'll know we never reached 100 last time I checked, and that's really unacceptable, the amount of people that are here watching right now. You see me? All right. The score is 1-0 Jamaica. 1-0 Jamaica. Yeah, man, Odello. We have to be coaching as well. You know, we have to be coaching. Football guru, worry about them, brother. Them can't keep getting behind them. Them cannot keep getting behind our fullbacks like that, man. Eventually it's gonna cause an issue. But I'll be right back. All right, people, we're back. We're back. Everything good. Dog let out everything good, people. We're good to go. All right, so how are we feeling? Second half is about to forward. And yeah, we are 45 minutes plus some stoppage away. You know what I mean? All right, let me check in with the comment section because I had a lot to say at the end of the first half. The goalkeeper is from Canada, says leader. Thank you. Who is the other one? Bologna is 1-0. Lazio in Coppa Italia half-time. Thank you, Mas. Canadians look worried, say football guru. I think we are kicking away the ball unnecessarily. Chorus, I agree. I think, I hope that with a 1-0 lead, we'll have a little more composure on the ball. I don't want us to be playing around because I don't think we're that type of team, but I do think we don't have to necessarily give Canada the ball back so fast. Come on, Jamaica, says Kamar Brown. What is the score? Had to step away for work. It is 1-0 Jamaica. Second half is about to start. 10 are locally developed, 7 JFF Academy plus local clubs, 1 Mount Pleasant, 2 by rural high schools plus rural clubs, 1 from Canada club. So that is the breakdown of the 21 players right there. All right, we can do it, Jamaica, says Kamar Brown. Odell Lowe said Jaja. Our Sibley are playing massive. I agree, Rob Smith, they're playing very well. How about our young goalkeeper? That guy is impressive so far. So 2 subs for Canada, so they're going to the bench. Number 14 is on and number 15 as well. So number 15 is a tricky winger. I was looking for number 15, but he wasn't starting. So there he is, number 15. Let me get his name. Number 15 is Belfon. Yes, Belfon. He plays at Toronto FC as well. That kid is tricky, so I have to watch out for him. So 14 is on and 15 is on. They've kept on LaRoche as well, so they've brought on all the guns right now, every single gun. It looks like they've put Belfon at right back, so he's going to be a bombing forward right back. It looks like they might have moved LaRoche a little bit more to an attacking midfielder or like a second striker role, because he's a little bit more central. A giveaway by Canada. This is how they gave up the first goal. Here's Lyle. 2 on him, down the right-hand side, being pressed, and he loses the ball. Here comes the substitute, Okoko. Okoko is playing for DC United. Okoko tries to find Rickert there, but that's off the mark, and Berger clears. Chested down, Okoko looking for the pass, blocked. Foster keeps it in play, and that flicks over the head. Here's Brown. Brown trying to beat the 2 defenders, almost got by, but it's cleared into the air. Here's Nolan trying to win possession. Okoko does well to keep it. It's played back to Shapitz. Shapitz keeps it in play barely. Here's Nolan, will win that one first. He will. Here's Brown. Brown on it, top of the box, and he's taken from his foot there by Nico Wood. And a good pass out of pressure. Here's Lokoko playing it. That's beat. That's won by Henry. Henry tries to win the second ball as well. And the goalkeeper in the end comes out to claim. That's good pressure from Jamaica. They're trying to turn over Canada on top of their own box. Canada a little sloppy playing out of the pressure there. But now Jamaica fall back, and this is Belfon for the first time, well forward, looking to beat Berger. Cuts back onto his left foot. Good slip pass into, I think that was Breton with the strike, and that one is easily handled by White. And Breton looks to have dropped deeper into the midfield to accommodate LaRoche going more central. So it looks like, I'm trying to see the players that were subbed off for Canada. It looks like Zamble is off, the number 4. Edwin moved from right back to centre back to make way for Belfon on the right wing or right flank at right back. Here's Rickert actually, and Edwards again has not put a foot wrong. He plays that out for a throw. So it looks like Zamble and Pascal, number 16, the 2 players that made way. Too much space for Belfon, whips it into the near post, and Berger does well to cut it out. But it's going to be another corner. This will be their 5th corner of the game. Rickert looks to be the man on the set piece duties. So he'll take this corner again. He had one really good one that was almost scored earlier by Breton. And Park at the near post tries to get the flick, but too much on that flick. And that one goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, we need to do something about the right side of the defense. Team will be stronger if we get Oscar Dawes, Tottenham Hotspur. Don't know what happened to that kid for this. Mario White is down. This is not a good sign. Looks to be in a lot of pain as well. Big up Eras. Yeah, man. Big up Eras. Big up, big up, big up. Knix want to know if you guys aren't tired of being behind the 8 ball all the time. Coach Gooner. That is it. Likes over 100. That is it. Need one more goal and I am good. Can't see Canada scoring 2 goals versus us. All right. So leader say 1 or none. Up. Full coffee tea. My brother. Big up yourself, you know. I try to reach a World Cup, dog. Halfway there. How much time left? Second half just start, Bailey. Rob Smith say I'm nervous, no blood. Still believe. 2-1 Jamaica. All right, Campos said 2-1, you know. Yeah, I think just based on the runner play, I'd be shocked if Canada don't get a goal in this half. Especially like our keeper broke down a little bit. Hopefully he can pull through and stay good for the half. Maybe me if it come off of the kicking duties, it look like him have an issue with him leg. Like a hip issue or something. So let's see how he looks trying to make saves and everything. But he's been taken off of goal kick duty. That's normally the first sign to having to come off. But let's see. Guru said youth football is different. It is a gamble. There is less defensive strategy at the youth level. The Jamaican coaches set up the team to maximize their talent. Lyle show his talent up the field. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I mean, but you have to balance your team. If the issue is coming from the side that your most creative player is operating on, then you need to adjust the rest of your team accordingly. Good run back Lyle, but him tackle it right to the man. Oh no. And that should have been a better finish. That was a good half chance there. I don't know if that fell to LaRoche or to Rickert. I know they're showing LaRoche there, but can you kick the ball out? So he still went with the kick out. A punt. Come on, Kelvin. You got to make it stick. Yes, good run back, Kelvin. Don't just give them the wing. JFF, yes, JFF has an academy. They train at the Horace Burial Center and they have a TDS coach. See the pudding yet? Come on, don't jump the gun, my boy. We were beating El Salvador too. Actually, no, we were losing, but then we equalized, which was a good enough result. So we were in the door as well. Brown been a little bit slow today. Yeah, I think Brown, as I said, the chasing, the running around, trying to stop them from bailing out, it did fall to Rickert. I knew it. And he mishit it. And that was well cut out again by Berger. I think if that one got by, LaRoche was there to finish. World Cup one way or another. Young boys, yeah, man. What is the score? 1-0 to Jamaica. Everyone is nervous, even Soji. And here's the cross into the box. Well done, Berger. How many times have I said well done, Berger? And he clears again. Kelly with the second one. Third one. And Edwards finally clears. This one will fall to Hales. Hales just flicks it up over the top. Lyle runs on. He looks like he's going to get to this one. Oh, and that's almost given away by Canada with the pressure. Youths don't adjust like the pros, Jason. It's best to keep it simple. I don't think what I'm asking for is that. What a finish by Jabon Lyle! Oh my word! Oh my word! What's Freddie now? Freddie, I got Burger. Yo, you can't talk to them. I'm gonna tell you, say Lyle the greatest thing. Canada again with a giveaway. Mix up. Lyle pounces and quickly to the far post. What a finish. Boom. That time you should have shot. And that's why you scored. What a good finish by Lyle, man. 2-0. And I think Jamaica, I don't want to jinx it, people, but I agree with a lot of you. I don't see Canada having 3 goals in them. Brighton just bring on Angel Doulas. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, man, Alberga for well done. 2-0 Reggae Boyz. All right, Jamaica, don't let them score right away. Make it stay 2-0 for a while. Go on, Kelvin. Pressure. Watch out. Shapitz. Wide to Okoko. Okoko flicks it on. LaRoche, can he get to this one before Kelly? He can. Flicks it over his head. What a play. Wants a handball, but none given. Wood. Belfan in too much space in the box. And that's a poor shot from Belfan. Well over the top. 2-0. I think that's what he had said, for real, Did he say 2-0? Yeah, I think he did, 2-1 Jamaica. Yeah. Kyle did say 2-0. He's not lying. That is true. That was a very good goal. Kemar said World Cup. Change the score up on the screen. Yeah, for real. Good talk. Jamaica 2 to the good. Few to the good. Another sub here for Canada. It looks like Shapitz. Oh, actually LaRoche coming off. Wow. So LaRoche coming off. Surprising sub there. And number 7, Tyler Brown from Vancouver Whitecaps coming on. That's the 3rd change for Canada. Jamaica had the one forced change. Banton had to come off and Justin Hills came on. Canada is going to start to take more risk here, so I would expect Kelvin Brown to get a chance or a few while Canada start to get more gung-ho about getting goals. We've already seen it kind of happening early in the second half where, oh, that's brilliant from Lyle. I mean, from Nolan. Lyle will get on the end of this one, has 2 approaching him, beats 1 onto his left foot into the box. It's not a bad ball. And Canada eventually get it clear, but well closed down by Kelly. And Canada still have it though. Here's Belfan. Belfan looking for a pass. Belfan finds the substitute, Tyler. Tyler gets past a few players. He's going on the right-hand side. Only has Breton in the box. Now here comes Parker into the box. What can Tyler do with it? He drops it back. Here's Belfan on his left foot. Plays it to the top of the box. Breton on the ball. Trying to go wide. Edwards closes him down. And Brown is called for a foul. Been very physical battle with him and the defenders today. And I must say that the Canadian defense have held their own against Brown. And this one will be a corner to Canada. The corner count is really getting high now for Canada, but they're yet to score. Surprised by that call there. I think both players were doing the both. But it's a corner. Bailey with the assist from the corner. Okay. Nice. Yeah, respect Walker. I think it's good now. Andy, big up yourself. Say Soup. I forgot to find our next name because Soup never works. So Porridge. Clear. All right. So Bailey get an assist from a corner, people. That is nice. Jamaica finally get it clear. Here's Brown making a run. Oh, and he's gone. Pushes over Belfan. Will he keep it in? He will. Still on the ball is Kelvin Brown. Looking for help. Here's Kapoor. Beats Kapoor easily into the box. And he'll force a corner. That's good forward play from Kelvin. Move the team up the pitch. Don't lose the ball. Get a corner. Perfect. 58 minutes. And it's like time want to start moving slow-mo. How it only reach 58 minutes, man? Game not done yet. So celebrations going up in the chat. Jamaica finally going to a World Cup with a bag of flags. People, football is a strange one, you know. Just let's stay focused. Here's Lyle. Can we get a third? Into the box. Not a bad looking cross, but at the front post, Rickert. Tyler tried to flick that one on and get going, but Berger will just hoof it up the pitch. And this one will bounce and go out of play for a throw to Canada. They say pepper pot, yeah, man. But the soup just give me PTSD. So I don't want to say soup. Canada play out the back. Here's Belfan, literally just playing right wing at this point. Beats one, cutting inside. Too much of it, shows too much of it to Romy. And the clearance ricochets off of him out for a goal kick. Mario White can't take these kicks, so I think Berger is the one that has been taking the set pieces from left back. We know he has this kick because no assist for Bailey. Mings header rule to have come off a defender. Jaja. Man needs some kind of GA for register, brother. How much goal City gone? 10? Well defended again by Edwards. Cleaning up. City still have 3. Wow, Villa finally scored. That made it 1. Oh, into the box. Van Parker looking to shoot. Still on the ball. And that's blocked again. Jamaica defense standing firm. No room for Parker. Forest and Wolves drawing it all. Mario White handles. It's a foul. Kapoor getting a talking to from the referee, probably too much lip. And I see what happened there. I was looking down. White had the ball and Kapoor was running back and a little too much contact. White probably acting a bit, but nothing wrong with that. Yes, this will be the first one since 2011, so 15-year gap. And it was actually the U17 that year as well. And this should really be 2 in a row, but we're not go 2, you know? Our defense tough, I agree. The little youth Lyle's bad. Yeah, Lyle, yeah. Definitely have a lot of potential, you know? That's well cut out again. Took something off that cross to let White come and collect. White goes long, control well. Good composure by the defender there. Plays it to Shop it into Breton. Breton, poor pass. Foster, over the top. To be easily dealt with Kapoor, and he goes back to his keeper. 2011 was the last time I think Jamaica. Yep, 2011. You are correct. Eddie says soup again. Stop say soup. Say something else. Oh, no foul on Berger. Berger gets back up and wins the ball back. Wow. Good effort from Berger there. I can safely say I live to see Jamaica qualify for 2 Youth World Cup. Praise be to God. Yeah, man, campus. Here comes Lyle again, looking to put a bow on the performance now. Good chasing back that time from Nico. And he wins the ball in midfield. Here comes Canada going forward. Down the left-hand side, here's a substitute. Okoko facing Javan Foster. What a beating. Into the box. And that's Jaden Morgan. I think him and Edwards have been faultless today. Really good defending by Morgan and Edwards today, especially. Berger as well, but the two centre-backs have been impressive. Eddie spamming the chat with the soups. Into the box. Far post. Good jump again. That time it was Kelvin Brown back there doing some defensive work. Back into the box from Canada from deep, and that's a wasted ball. It's going to be a goal kick to Jamaica. They will take their time. 200 of you in the chat. Please do smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Yo, we got like 500 votes almost on this damn poll. And I bet you we don't even have half of 500 likes. Yeah, we're at 144 likes. Yo, if you took the time to answer the poll question, how you not press the like button, star? Them thing that don't make no sense. Yeah, man, that was mad. Because the man get beaten on that play, Guru, and the man get up back and run back to get the ball. Yo, that was crazy. Seriously. Greatness, says Dario James. And don't forget the U17 girls can still qualify. Yep. We're in the final 12 for that. So we'll see. I think that's next month, I believe. Or maybe even the end of this month. I need to hurry up and check. No, our keeper is not local. Our keeper is not local. And yeah, I would say he's better than Glenn Muir's keeper. Yeah, I would agree. And so he could have played last year. And I think last year he was probably better than Glenn Muir's keeper too. But yeah. Free kick to Canada. Little bit towards the right wing, about 35 yards out. Don't think they'll be going direct to goal here. See the players lined up across the box. Looks like they're going to try to attack the 6-yard box. Rickard flicks it in, and that's ricocheted, hits two Jamaicans and goes out for a corner. I think Romy Henry won the first one, hit the back of the head of Morgan, went out for a corner. So Rickard, after taking that free kick, runs over to the flank to take this corner. And Canada are about 24 minutes from being eliminated from World Cup contention. Here's into the box. Well played, Berger again. Top of the box, a strike is too weak, and Edwards seemingly has a magnet by him when he's defending. Here's Lyle. And Lyle plays a no-look pass up the flank, and Brown gets there late. And Wood definitely is going to know the strength of Brown. And here's another sub. The set piece specialist Rickert is off. Coming on to the pitch is number 13 for Canada, and that is Vicente Lorenzo, and he's from Casapia. Into the box by Canada. Again, Jaden Morgan, first contact out of the box. Second ball, won by Jamaica. Henry puts it long, and Kelvin Brown decides not to chase this time, just eases off. Might need to think about making a forward sub soon. I think Brown might have run his race for the day. Bring on another midfielder and just push Jamari up front. Maybe that would be the best thing. Belfan beats him to the byline, but again, at the near post, Jamaica clear for a throw. Berger has to have at least 20 clearances in this game. Berger again on his left foot this time. Just put it into touch. It looks like he's having a bit of cramp, which is to be understandable based on how much running he has put in, and he's down behind the play. So Canada don't have to stop, but everybody from Canada will be onside because he's well behind the play. Here's Okoko into the box, trying to find Parker. Oh, and Jamaica have given away a penalty. Oh my gosh. Really unnecessary challenge. Jaden Morgan is called for a pen. And I think Parker just used his intelligence there, because I don't think he even wanted to do anything with this ball. He just knows challenges are coming, and he just wants to get a touch and go over it. And that's exactly what he did. Kelly, and yeah, neither one of the Jamaicans got the ball. All I will say is Parker was looking for that penalty. So that's something that you can say, but you're always at risk with an intelligent, tricky player like Parker. When you push your foot in the box and he makes the first contact, believe he knows how to make it look like a pen. And in real time, that looks like a pen. Yes, there are some. The girls will not qualify. They're not up to par. Was this the same U14 group? No. The U14 group, there's only one player from that team. Well, two. The third string keeper and Kelvin Brown, the starting striker. None of those other players are on this team. They'll be in next year's team. Derek G, the score is 2-0 Jamaica. But Canada have a penalty. It's the 70th minute right now. Tyree score for Charlton. Nice. One burger. Yeah, man, one Barca there. Some of them came up to U15 and 15. Yeah, some of them did. Yeah, man, time to sub him. With a sub him and bring on Bennett, another midfielder, and just push Jamari up top. Just push Jamari and Lyle, make them play up top, and just put pure midfielder up on the field. Make Hales play the most attacking of the midfielders and just bring on. You could all have 3 CDM. Here's Parker going up to the ball, and he slots it into the corner. And Canada know they need 2 more goals, so they're hurrying up. They have 19 minutes plus injury time, and trust me, all this soup talk, it can quickly change. But it's 2-1 Jamaica. We're still in a good position. We just need to make sure we continue to play this game. We cannot just think it's over. Gooner, appreciate you, brother. I'm at work, can only listen on my phone. Yeah, respect baller, yeah, man. But I do a thing. Where you say, Jason? Experienced coaches. You see it. 19 minutes. Oh, what's going on the field? A war. A war going on. What did I miss? What did I miss? I see yellow card in the ref hand. Who am giving yellow cards to? Let's see. He's pulling somebody in his direction. And number 7, so Jamon Lyle and somebody. And this is the substitute, Lorenzo and Jamon Lyle. And 13 can't understand. Lyle look like him know why. 18 minutes left post injury. I think this team is mostly made up of local players with a few diaspora players. Yeah, it is mostly local players. Yes, that is true. If we end 2-2, Jamaica still goes to the World Cup. So they still need 2 more goals. We still got this Gooner. Match is playing on FS2 if you're in America. If you're in Jamaica, I couldn't tell you. I don't think it's on anything. You have to have a VPN and turn it to outside of the region, like put it to anywhere in Europe, and then go to Concacaf YouTube and it play. All right, well done. Come on. Come on, Jamaica. We can't let them score too quick, you know. Well done, White. Good call. I see the man duck. Berger cost somebody on this right wing. I don't know who. My guess is Lyle. Petition for Jason to be on the World Cup coaching squad. If we give up 3, everybody in the JFF can go home. Boy, Jamaica is getting tired. Yeah, for real. Have something about you, man. If you don't hit the like button and you're there, ask things, go ahead. Move up. Yeah, Lyle get a yellow. Why JFF think all national team need diaspora players? I don't think the JFF thinks that. I think some fans think that. I don't. You think the JFF thinks that they need them? I don't think so. I think most of the guys in the JFF, if they could, they would not use diaspora players. They would just use everybody locally. I mean, I don't think any of them would want to do it any differently than that. So why they don't sub off Kelvin Brown? Them not say the man tired. Nolan tired too, but him a try run, him a run. Watch out. I'm gonna block off Nolan. Here come Canada down the right. Good ball into the box. Too much space for Tyler. And a good block again by Berger. Yo, Berger. Berger. Brother. You're coming like a wall. This man blocked everything today, I swear. Oh my gosh, man. 15 minutes plus stoppage. Come on, boys. Who out? Or get the next one for the counter or something. You know, this nervousness. I mean, no, 2 goals I'm needing, but that's just, short corner for Canada. Shapitz on his left. This don't look good for Canada. Back to the right flank. On his left. Into the box, but a weak cross. Cleared by Jamaica. Lyle wins the second ball. Can't keep it, but at least he gets it to the halfway line. Back to the keeper, well out of his goal. Plays it to the left-hand side. And it's a good ball, but a poor touch. And goes out for a throw. Javan Foster will take this one. Settle down big time in the second half. Don't see Canada just killing this wing again. I think we have seen Kelly, number 14, just tucked a little closer to him for this half. So I did ask for the coaching staff to make an adjustment, and that seems to be the adjustment. Looks like Kai Williamson and Jaheim Bennett are coming on. The referee screened Nolan a while ago, man. If he's onside, this is a problem. Edwards is headed over there to stop him. Gets it into the box. What a clearance. Who is that? If that's Berger. Oh, that was actually Javan Foster, top of the box. And Jamaica clear it. 2-1, 13 minutes plus stoppage, people. Too much space on the right flank. Can he get across? He doesn't decide to cross. He cuts inside on his left foot. And that wasn't a bad effort, but it's over the top. It's going to be a goal kick to Jamaica. White was scrambling with a dive. I think he was really worried about that one going in. And White, I think that effort, Jamaicans are down all over the park. The goalkeeper is down. One of our defenders is down. Whew. And this is the play by, yes, it was Foster. And that's him coming from his right back position, reading the cross. And that ricochet could have gone in his own goal, but he was able to deflect that one out of play. So Jamaica do have 2 players I saw ready to come on. So let's see who subs off. My guess would be Kelvin Brown and Kelvin Brown. It looks like Romy will have to come off. That's not good. He's an anchor in that defensive midfield area. Looks like Rome is gonna have to come off. You have to get the stretcher for him. Toronto Academy. Yeah, man, get with you the 200, you know? Yeah, 200 is nothing. He plays for Waterhouse. He played for JC this past season. The people who make the decisions at the JFF like heritage players. Well, Liverpool score. Virgil. FPL. Up full me G. You know, long year tell me to do them something. Yeah? Years. Jason Walker. Dead with laugh. Man, I know what him say. Richard King really poor. Oh God, what him do? Kiss me teeth, Virgil score. Yeah, sorry, United. You know that race of a heat up, man. From you and Chelsea drop points, you know Liverpool are forward and get them points today, you know. Well, this administration of JFF put a lot of energy into getting diaspora players. Yeah, I think if we can just focus on getting the best players, it shouldn't matter where they're from. You know? So Kelvin Brown is off, which I suspected would happen. Kyle Williamson coming on for him, and a force change in midfield. Rome Henry off, and Jaheim Bennett is on. NYCFC and Inter Miami enter the field of play. Yeah, so Jason Walker, I will agree with you there. I think we have seen a more oh no, good covering by Berger again. You know, this is historic at this point. This guy is everywhere. He's playing left back, but he's like covering for the center backs. Like, yo, this man just playing anywhere and feel like play. The man just stand up in the center back, come and play sweeper. Yeah, but I do think that we have seen like a much more designed effort to have continuous work with players that they deem worthy of getting that extra training and development in the JFF Academy. So we're reaping some of those benefits now with some of these players, and I think the synergy is improving between the players. You know, look, there can always be improvements. It's not like we're bopping the ball around incredibly or anything like that, but at least you can see something forming. You can see something forming. When all the schools were playing against academy teams in Florida, they can't use that for a player. So what's the difference? The people who make decisions like, okay, we saw that Jamari Nolan came close. This is the time when Nolan like to score goals, you know. Right into the death of games. Yeah, I wonder who that too. I answered that one. Yeah, this is U17. Yeah, fresh legs. Well done, keeper. Oh, I know this man is about to break down now at this point. Man just fall hard on the ground a while ago. Good catch though, White. Yeah, man. Make few changes. Finally met them. I think they came about 5-10 minutes later than I wanted, but them are no. Rough ball. Omar Daly has his beeline since now. Excellent. Yeah, man. Another day feet, man. Just happy say we're gonna reach somewhere. Please. When I good thought this Travis. Just allow that for now, man. We're not on a reasoning time, man. We just watch a game. Oh, well done, Kai. Yeah? Oh, good try, Lyle. Good try, Nolan. Good play, Kai. Nice play on the wing a while ago. FS2 yard flex if you're there, Jamaica. FS2 if you're there about Jamaica. If you're there, America. Yeah, man. Thank you, Miss Michelle. No, just allow that to them, man. Just make we be happy, no, man. Cheese and peas. Let's go, boys. Melissa Sharp in the building. 2 words, Wendell Dowswell, the master coach of youth football. Oh, my word. Can't chat to Dowswell people, them knowing, man. Second triumph out of how many times? Because I now give him the 2001 and the 99 one. Him did dep on the staff, but come on, that's like me saying Vassal take the team, yeah, you know? Ooh, referee, that has to be a card. Broke the man foot. Campbell off the bench with the winner. Yeah, man, Burger. Burger is mad. Like, this guy is stopping everything. You don't think Nolan is improving in Canada? Really? I think he's playing good. Oh, wait. That's that guy's second yellow, no? Number 13. Oh, yeah. He was the one arguing with Lyle. He was the one arguing with Lyle. So your son can join up. All right, Dario James. I forgot figure out, we have to go find your son. And if he has the quality, we'll definitely talk about him, you see it. We just want accountability, you know. We don't care who get picked, you know. We just want to know that whoever got picked, it was a serious process to get picked. And it wasn't no foolishness going on. That's all. The game time right now is 85:30 on my screen. So 4.5 minutes plus stoppage. Canada just got a red card for a second yellow card offense. They still need 2 goals in this little time. So Jamaica, we are going to Qatar. Yo, Concacaf. When you see this, you see, you know, hear this, you hear the commentary, the vibes, the knowledge of the game, the knowledge of the players. You guys need better people working for you, man. Send me to the U17. I will cover it for Concacaf. I'll do live streams right there from in the press box at the games. All the Concacaf teams that play, just make me watch all the Concacaf team them and report. Yeah, man. I can brush up on my French so I can talk to the Haitian them. Spanish, you know. I'm decent. Can hold a convo. Come on. Why not? Why can't we keep the ball for 5 seconds? It's not the assignment right now. Hoof the ball up the field. Hoof again. One more hoof. Hoof again. Hold on. Oh, hoof again. Pressure him, Lyle. Pressure him. Oh, you mean, Lyle? Well done. Hello. Where you rush for? Cheese and peas and relax, no, man. Carlton Simon is like, why are you rushing, bro? Like, literally, we don't have to score any more goals. Just relax. Ah, come on, Jamari. You let the man take that from you. All right, well done. Why are we running? Why are we acting crazy? Calm down, coach. Tell your players to calm down. Vassal Reynolds, the most vocal of the coaches on the sideline. Oh, that's poor. Here comes Kai Williamson in the attack. Trying to beat, but loses the ball too easily there. Jeez, Kelly. Look at the ball now, Kelly. Move from the ball now. Yo, man, just shield off the two of them. Burger again. Oh, no, Burger that finally. I can't. The one time I said Burger and it wasn't Burger. I don't know. Justin Hill's a rob star. Why? Why did they do this? Travis Black. Travis, turn over a new page this year, man. Unblock everybody where you block. Master which coach? Yes, Campbell get a 7.9. That is it. 9 games played, 31 goals scored so far in ISA U16 this season for Dario James Jr. Oh, that's the guy. Okay. Hey, somebody was talking to me about these kids from Ocho Rios High, you know, man. Okay. All right. Boy, it's a rough, you know, cause it looked like I really just the one striker them really take, you know. I mean, Nolan is a striker too, but he can play the 10 too. Belfan. Berger couldn't block that one, but White is there to save the day. We're almost into stoppage time. 89-45 and counting. Most of these players are local. It shows you have potential if given the opportunity. Can't talk to Travis now. Right now, it's out of your life football. Yeah. Right now, them not even business. Chapelton 1-0. All right, that's a play too. Travis, unblock the man star. Come on, Jamaica, says Logan. The little youths are show the big ones how to qualify. You see it. Go, Young Reggae Boyz, said Nitro. Good afternoon. Is it actually 2-1 in Jamaica's favor? Yes, it is actually 2-1 in Jamaica's favor. And we are pretty much into injury time, but there's 7 minutes to play. So no goals in the first 3 of this injury time, and I think we're good. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. And Berger takes out Parker. And Parker wants a red. Says, I'm through on goal. But I think Berger had Edwards, who is always deep. I think Morgan fouled Tyler first. And it looks like Van Parker got a yellow for cussing the ref for not getting a red. After 15 years, World Cup. Yeah, that's what I would like to see too, Owen. Like some continuity, you know? Yeah, man, 7 minutes. I don't know where they get that from. I think them get it from like we have had players going down in this half quite a bit. Nolan, you couldn't play a better pass to the man star. Well done. Keep it, Nolan. Keep it. Yeah. Keep it. Yeah. See it you now? Hey! NYCFC, Jaime Bennett off the bench. And I think his mom is there as well. Yes, that is wonderful. Jamaica is going to the U17 World Cup. Edwards with so much emotion, he's crying. Lyle was celebrating when the cross went in. And Jaheim Bennett, Nolan with the yeoman's work there. No, he's tired, but he found the energy to get down the flank. Could have went to the byline, the corner flag, but look, he said we have the overload on the back post. He puts it in and good composed finish by Bennett there. So many players go for power. He just puts it into the low corner. And that's huge by Jamaica there. Jaheim Bennett, another one I believe born on the island but has moved to the States. Plays in New York at NYCFC Academy. And that is it. That is it, people. No, all of you can write soup in the thing now, because it's soup. It's soup now, literally. White again on the ball. Well done, Jamaica. That is the dagger. That is the dagger. Good sporting day. West Indies beat England. Jam Dong beat Jamaica. Dagger. Yo. Dagger. Dagger. Yeah, man. Drop the Jamaica flags. Lyle wants more. Lyle wants more. Lyle wants more. Lyle. Oh, Lyle shielded out of it there. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. No soup. Yo, but them couldn't wait for say soup, you know, man. I tell you, all from the first goal score, man of bright soup. I say, yo, I want to know, man. Shot pitch from outside the box, good strike. And for the 100th time, a Jamaican blocks and clears. That time, Jaden Morgan. I think a little unlucky to give away the penalty. And honestly, I know I've been saying Berger a lot, and I have to give him his credit. And here comes, I think that's Rajan McKenzie, the player from Reno. So Downswell's player comes on late. Yeah, man. Congrats to we. Moral of the story, believe in our players and stop disrespect them. Oh, BM shots fired. We know you're talking. You know. You must understand that if people analyzing the players and it's not all positive, that don't mean they don't like the player. They don't like the player. Because all the things which Jamon Lyle do well, I never disputed that he can do those things well. What I was impressed with is the 3-4 time in this game that him run back and slide tackle and win the ball. That's what I wasn't seeing in the first 2 games. And all I said was, against Canada, we're going to need that. Ooh, that wasn't so far wide, you know. This number 7 should have started. He's been very lively. Tyler Brown from Whitecaps. He's been solid so far. Downswell not deserve nothing. Stop it. This not erase the years of the past, brother. Reynolds doing all the work, it seems. Andy, it's crazy because on the list of coaches, you know, when they put out the list, you know, it's a Downswell head coach, Altiman Butler assistant coach, first assistant, second assistant Carlton Simon, and the third assistant is Vassell. Them all have Vassell mark on the paper as a damn physical trainer, not even a coach. But I him taught the most to the players, so I don't know, brother. Like the first 2 games last time, guys, 3 games we played last time. First 2 games last time, remember Freddie was the head coach. Simon was the second, was assistant. That was it. And then Vassell got added like real late in the process, right? So the first 2 games, it seemed like Vassell never really get up off the bench much. And Carlton Simon and Freddie Butler did attack the most. Then by the last game against El Salvador, you see the same way you see the coaching I go on today, that's how it was. Vassell said everything, and Freddie and Simon just sit down on the bench, which wasn't the case in the first 2 games. Now, what I will say, at least in this tournament, it's been consistent. Vassell has been the one talking to them most out of everybody in the technical area. You know what I mean? Good tackle, boy. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it, people. Yo, put your flags in the comments. Put your flags in the comments. Put your flags in the comment section. Jamaica is going to the World Cup. Yo. Trust me, people. We're gone. We reach. Flags. Flags. Flags, man. I drop some flags. Hey, that's okay, man. I'll take credit. You know why? The one voice out there will never say, yo, you're the greatest thing. I bet you that was the loudest voice to them because them I try to seek and I find like, I know so me can't just so great. Nobody not think me can improve nothing. So if them ever want to improve something, them can watch my content. Because I'm not gonna just tell you every single thing that you do well. Because it's more to football than the things you do well. It's easy to do the things you do well. Want to see a friendly with the US to see where we match up. Yeah. Owen, that's a good talk. Like leading to this World Cup, I want us to put some work in. Play Haiti. Play literally go through a tour and play the whole of the team then qualify from Concacaf and test yourself. Yeah, man. Jamaica, who needs a senior team? Yeah, well, hey, champion, that is it, you know. I mean, if no matter what, me this in a match party, at least we know say a team will go World Cup. Yeah. Bye Canada. Congrats to the U17. Well done, youths. Jean-Pierre Marlon said, no, Gooner, not an apology for being a technical director, but for people who were upset he was appointed U17 coach again. Yeah, look, I was upset. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think what the games kind of show me is that he's not really okay, by title he's the head coach, but it's clear that he ain't the main person doing everything for the team. You know, it's much more of a collective effort, it looks like. But maybe Downswell was the voice of reason that was needed, because I don't think that I don't think that Butler, Simon, and Vassell were on the same page last year. So maybe he's added, into the mix, just kind of help with that whole dynamic a little more. Maybe. But something went better this year, that's for sure. Congrats to Downswell, says Guru. Youths are the future. Congrats, Reggae Boyz. Burgers all around. Richard Folk said, wow. After years of tears and disappointment, finally, boy, I tell you, Pepper Pot Gooner. I hope we do better than Haiti and not pick up 9-goal losses. Yes, that would be nice to not lose by 9. You dwell on the negatives about Jamaica football too much. That's not true. That's not true, man. That's not true. I'm pretty balanced, I think. The people that want to frame a narrative about me will hear the negative stuff and illuminate that. And whenever I say anything positive, they'll just say, oh, finally he said something positive, but they don't illuminate that. So it's about perspective and what you want to highlight. So if you listen to anybody long enough that has a long show, they're probably going to say something negative at some point. They're probably going to say some positive stuff at some point. You decide to highlight whatever you choose to. You know, that's on you. I'm sure the JFF needs a senior team, LOL. Yeah, they do. Can't talk to JFF now. World Cup, we say. Commiserations to you, Africans, and congrats to Jamaica. Yeah, man. Commiserations, Africans. Commiserations. Well tried, as Jerome Waite would say. That's where the money is. Play Barbados. That Barbados team looks like a very good test. Yeah, they beat Trini, 1-0. But me personally, any team qualify from CONCACAF, them, that's who we should play. And then once we learn we group, we try to play a team from those regions, if possible. You're pushing too far now about play USA, maybe like Panama and Haiti. No, man, play USA, what you mean? We have to. I was referring to you regarding, I know it wasn't me, BM, but I'm just saying, what you can get on people for like their tone or the words they might use, but I think sometimes if we already have a preconceived notion about people, even if they're saying constructive criticism coming from that mouth or whichever mouth you're referring to, because I'm sure you have someone in mind, we're always gonna look at it that way. We're not gonna look at it as constructive. When I have said things that very similar to some people, and they get killed for it, and people say, oh, when you put it that way. So I think sometimes it's tone, and some of the word choices. And other times it's just like no matter what certain people say, you're gonna say I hate them, I hate, you know. Yes, young youths, happy for them, yeah, man. Odell, they are played them well. That's why I would love to see where we are. Okay, yeah, true. True. When you look at that DR team, yeah, maybe you are right, and this is why the right technical staff can help. Yeah, yeah, it's a huge help. Haiti or Costa Rica would be good friendlies. And I guarantee you, I don't know this to be sure or a fact, but I guarantee you we were more prepared for the opponent today than we were for El Salvador. I guarantee you. And I'm sure that will come out later. Hey, chill, a man, the third time qualify us for the World Cup. Give us the respect. Give him the respect. Great job by the young boys. Senior team next. Boy, we hope so, Dovan. We hope so. Hope the senior team can win like this as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, Chalom, you did say 3-1, my boss. You did say for a while Kyle Wallace had it. And then I think, I forget who said 2-1, and they had it. And then Chalom with the 3-1 in the end, get it. So yeah, well done. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to judge myself, but I would think I am balanced, you know, more than anything. I mean, maybe some might say I lean more to diaspora. And I think that might be because of like where people might know me from, you know what I mean? But even JD, who I know a lot of these people are referring to when they're talking about being negative towards players, him will tell you that, him always say that Jason is more Jamaican than me by far, you know? So, and that just stems from like the picture or the paintbrush that we paint JD with, like, you know, him not like nothing about or whatever, you know, and it's just like, come on, guys, it's not that's not the distinction though. Big up the youths, them really hard to select one. Yeah, look, attacking wise, you'd have to say Lyle, definitely doing thing, you know. You know, it make me happy and it make me sad, but you can't deny the quality, the finishing as well. The shot was very good for the finish. I think Nolan with the first goal that was a very important goal for that game, because you know the stem of play was going against us when we got that first goal. So the timing of it was really important. And I thought, you know, his endeavor, you know, wasn't the best ability wise, quality wise for him today, but the work rate was there, big time. Big time. And even down to that last run to set up the last goal, you know, it's a lot of running he put in before that. So yeah, but Berger, I mean, the right-footed left back, we have to give him the man of the match. Have to. Excellent game plan and execution by the coaching staff, says Guru. They're going to try to use this for future plans for all teams. Oh, they've been using this from 90s. Does this mean we need to have 3 coaches on the sideline to do well? Hey, Stefan, maybe, you know, maybe. Happy for Nolan, especially because it's my opinion that if he started last year final game, he would have qualified. Good take there. Me no want to hear no Efrey from you guys tonight. World Cup for the young youths. We gave away that big time. Brother, you and JD always think Jamaica can't win on most occasions. That's not true. I rarely pick against Jamaica, actually. Celebrate the youngsters tonight. They exceeded my expectations. Big achievement. Yeah, man, celebrate them. Sometimes we Jamaicans busy shooting the messenger rather than listening. Campus, that is literally, I wish I could start this comment and put a million gunshot on it. That is the truth. Literally the messenger and the message. Forget the messenger. Sometimes I wish me could have just like have one of them machine that mess up the voice and there's no channels, so you don't know who I say it, and you just listen. Yeah, man. That's why what that brother Sir P do was brilliant, you know, but never revealing voice, you know. I think that was very brilliant to help in people just taking the message where I give. Now at this point, him so popular that like it kind of frame a certain way. But like when him first did I get started with that voice and nobody don't know who it is, and that brilliant. Cause nobody can them just hear the stuff. Them not have nothing to go off of to say, oh, me not like you. Or oh, the same brother that we did fight me in a high school, or you know, nothing like that. Them just don't know. Them hear a voice, them don't know, them can't put no face to it. Them must listen to the information. No man, you can't say him to go away. Because, well, look, you're entitled to your opinion. So I can't say you can't say him for going. But, in my film style, me and film style. But you see, Guru thinks that I am like more, in his lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a lot more measured in the way me do things. But, it is what it is. I like that player line. Huge potential. Yeah, man. Just need to keep working on the physical, Yeah, the back line was solid. Yeah, Lyle was the player for JC this year, yeah. Him and I think the other one named Howell, same name. And Berger was on that team too. World Cup we are go. Me and Gooner always agree, but Gooner fear. Stop it, people. World Cup. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I welcome the challenging of my opinion, because my opinions are not bulletproof. They're just my opinions. And the whole point of these discussions, I think, is to get a better understanding of all the perspectives, right? So, I could avoid everything I don't want to hear, but sometimes I think that it's necessary to understand the perspective, so that when I'm framing an argument against that perspective, it's a lot harder to argue against someone if you don't understand their argument. And that's why I never understood, like, oh, me not listen that because me not agree. I mean, what I don't understand is, like, if you disagree with somebody so much to the point where you literally disagree with everything, you should still watch it, because, like I said, if you ever want to argue against that person, you should know where they're coming from, right? But what we tend to do sometimes is we don't even hear the person out. We just know that person is talking, and then we start typing against them, and then it just becomes an argument we don't get nothing out of. So if you know you can't control yourself in that way, just watch it and don't say nothing, because what's the point of just arguing? Then everything gets missed. Nobody gets anything out of it. You just cuss. Salute to the two holding midfielders, because usually that position costs us. They did what needed to be done. Agreed. I was wondering if Kelly was going to play on the back line, but he played with Romy in the midfield, and they were good. They were good. I mean, they didn't do much with the ball, but I never expected them to in the first place. The third youth team, the Unswell, qualified for World Cup 2001 under 20 and 2011 under 17. Steph, I saw him in Manning Cup and told someone he's one of the best midfielders I've seen in a while in schoolboy football. When talking about Lyle there. See, we don't need 23 players from England to qualify for a World Cup. There's talent in Jamaica, contrary to what some want us to believe. BM is just determined to make today about local and overseas, Downswell was took under 20 to Pan Am silver medal. What is your motive? You keep bringing up local and diaspora. No, I mean, it's what we do as fans of Jamaica, because if this team had 23 overseas players, the people that champion the diaspora players would be having comments like that too. But no, it's their time, because there was a majority local players in this team. So, it's like, okay, this is my chance to, like, drive home my point. It's like, man, it's not that serious, brother. Just play the best damn players. I don't care. If these happen to be the best and they all born at various hospitals in Jamaica, then so be it. I don't give a damn. Big up Cranky, yeah man. Well done to Jamaica, is right. Keeper did well also, very well. JD doesn't cheer against Jamaica, he just cheers for his opinions to be correct. Oh, that's what it is. I don't want to do this, but the one team without Cavalier and Phoenix were, and look at that, no player from either team apart from the third goalkeeper. Second, but yeah, the third goalkeeper. Wow, I never thought of that, There is no Cavalier outfield player, no Phoenix outfield player. And the one Cavalier player there is the third string keeper. That needs to be studied, crazy yardy. Like, all these teams had one Phoenix or one Cavalier before this. Chano, U20, the squad pick already. Make sure late night, or none of the Cavalier people them need. Foreign expertise has been failing us over the years. Oh my gosh. You guys overblow this foreign expertise thing. It's never really that many foreign players, bro. And you guys always say this. It's always a limited amount of foreign players. We have failed with foreign players. We have failed with all local. We have never failed with all foreign because we've never done that. But we have failed with all kind of different type of makeup of teams. Our CVs were class today. The centre back deserve a piece of land. Well played today, young Burger. Yeah, man. Well, Burger, and the crazy thing, Burger play left back, and the man sweep up for the centre back them. The history of this. What we need to do is look at what made this World Cup a success. Was it the preparation or the number of qualified coaches? Stefan, right? That is a great discussion to have, because as much as, because remember, when we fail, the whole of we string up YouTube video and we say, why did we fail? What happened? What happened and everything. So now that we have qualified, we need to have the same vigor in talking about qualifying. How we got here, what we did right, how did we get here? So Stefan, if nobody else don't do it, we're going to make sure we have that conversation there. How did we qualify? And what were the things we want to do every time from now on that we did this time? So, we had success in this campaign. So I have a feeling like many of the people involved will be making themselves available for the YouTube spaces. So I will try to get on some people and we'll really pick them brain and say, yo, what went well? What do you think went well? What's sustainable? What can we do every time? What's something that we could only do this time because of the circle? Like, we really want to dive into this and see how. Because I don't know if we did that in 2011 and 99 and 01 when we did this. We just think it's going to happen again. So let's really pinpoint how we got this success for real. I like that. Cranky said, Downswell for National Reggae Boyz coach. Whoa. It's the prep. Majority came through the JFF Academy and filled out with diaspora players where needed. No Cavalier player, really? Yeah, I don't think there's one, We will reach all levels when we just talk about the players without speaking. Yeah, I hope so. I really and truly hope so. I mean, I know that's probably a ridiculous thought to even think that will be possible, but I feel like if we can get more to there, then it would be good. No Mount Pleasant starter either. Yeah, that's kind of shocking that Mount Pleasant and Cavalier weren't represented, with how good they are in the Premier League. But I guess maybe they just didn't have the age, I guess. Now, watch and see the re-emergence of diaspora versus local. Well, we don't have to wait long. We already seen it in the comment section right here. Just glad the kids will get an opportunity to play on the world stage. Yeah. Step in the right direction for the team. Agree early. B, when is the World Cup? I would love to see Nolan in the U20 and maybe others, even Berger, because he has been starting for Whitehouse ever since Javier came in. Yeah, so I have heard from a birdie that Nolan, Berger, and potentially Brown could also be used in the U20, but we'll find that out soon. The U17 World Cup is in October, November in Qatar this year. Yeah, we definitely need to tighten up. I had one. What's going on? I haven't seen you in so long. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, man, I haven't seen you in forever. Hope all is well with you, Yes, I hope everything is good. How much people dropped down since Jamaica qualified? See, I eat that, Leave locals them. They don't have much to share. Let them enjoy this. Conrad, they are really instigator, Crazy. Berger starts for Waterhouse. He has a few starts this season. Yeah, man, Jason, those are the discussion conversations I'm interested in hearing. Lessons learned for us to have continuity. Absolutely, Stefan. Absolutely. I endorse that thought. So we're going to try to set it up. We're going to try to talk to some of the people involved. Even if they don't want to forward on stream, I'll compile data and talk about it and discuss it. But yeah, we'll try to get some people, maybe even have a panel with it would be great if I could get like a support staff, a coaching technical staff person, and just have like a discussion round table, from the technical side, from the administrative side, what were the things that led us to this success, He plays wing back for them. Winning feels good. Them dead. People are crying a ball. Yeah, man. Big Edwards on the field, a ball. When the third goal go in, I would give Lyle a shot to prove himself for U20. Yeah, I didn't hear his name in that mix, And I think that just might be because that position in play is a little more stacked, But I think they kind of can use the striker. And I'm assuming Berger is going to play right back if he goes up to U20. I don't think they put him at left back there. Youths are the future. I hope these players get opportunities to play in Europe and continue to develop. That would be great. Hope to them play some friendlies against Haiti. Yeah, Boss Thomas, it makes perfect sense. Half the Haitian team, they are Mount Pleasant, so at least we can play them. Last time they were going to the World Cup, it was said that we were dodging playing them, but I don't know how true that was, you know. Been in Badwin jail in Western Jamaica. Understand, I had one. I understand. Hopefully you're back to somewhat normalcy now, you know. I will miss you around here. I hope anti-local people can see the light. How can we leverage this to get more investment in our youth development? Well, look, you when you're putting your packages together for sponsors now, you include this in your package. You show Jamaica beating Canada to go to the Youth World Cup. And you say, listen, you know, this next generation can go even further with a little more help. You know, we'll put more things in place, we'll see that the JFF Academy is working to develop the players, giving them more game time on the pitch with the ball, small-sided game, scrimmage, technical work, you know, just getting more hours on the pitch. So if we can recreate that academy center in every parish or at least in every region of Jamaica, you can get more kids to be seen and you improve the pipeline to the academy. You see more players, because even in this team, there were players that just were seen in the last camp. So that means we're still not catching everybody that we can catch. By luck, we got these players in at the last second. So, you know, it's we can still do better. The narrative is going to be out there, but congrats to the boys. No devastation compared to last year. There it is. There it is. Well done, Downswell. Berger has been one of Water's best players since the new head coach took over. There's Jean-Pierre fan, somebody that watched that league religiously, telling you, I like Berger. And Lyle says, chorus, isn't Sean from Phoenix? Yeah, he is. He is. He should be. We can get investments from targeting overseas investors. Yeah, that's definitely something. JFF, please invest in the kids. The talent is there. I think they are, BM. I think they are. The JFF Academy. Leader says seven other players on the team this year was JFF Academy Productions, you know, going to that TDS program for the last couple of years. Football Guru, can you celebrate without being divisive? I don't think he can. Two Haitian U17. Yeah, it was Emerson and Miguel Joseph. I thought there was another one though, or another two. Burger as in hamburger. I think it's spelled with a H, so Burgher. I didn't like the right back's first two performances. He was getting exposed in the first half today, but he rallied back in the second half. I think the coaches made some good adjustments. Yeah, they definitely did some adjustments down that right side. I think also Canada made a mistake. They took off, they didn't take him off, but they moved the winger that was giving him all the problems more central, and they brought on another player who just didn't have the same ability to get by players as LaRoche. So I thought the coach messed up for Canada there too as well. This is great for youth football on the island. Speed has been working on something that should get the funding it needs now to get off the ground. Yeah, man. Funding, I like the look of that word. Funding is gonna help. Glad you touched that point, Jason, about the academy. Yeah, man. Glad to speak in some positivity. I just saw a program that's breaking how good Canada was. They was better than us in all areas of the game. I know when you game a game, you find a way to win. Yeah. I think that's actually the whole game. If I'm gonna analytically break it down, yes, Canada played the better patterns. They had more possession, they had more corners. But I think that Jamaica was not concerned with that today. I think Jamaica just wanted to make sure they were solid. They didn't give away anything, you know, and I think they'll be a little disappointed that they scored from a penalty that we gave them, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't think today was about, you know, playing the pretty football. It was never going to be about playing pretty football to beat Canada. We weren't going to be able to do that to beat Canada. You know, the one thing that I didn't love was in the first half, especially, there was a problem on our right side, and we just didn't really do anything to solve it, and Canada just didn't score. So it was okay. And right when it was looking like the dam was going to break and we're just going to get scored on, We win a ball up the field, get it wide quickly with some nice 1, 2, 3 one-touch passes in a row, and Lyles in plays a good ball, and Jamari Nolan improvisation, brilliant for the finish, and that the timing of that goal was just perfect. And then the boys defended well, and they kept their shape decently enough, you know. And I think some individuals, Edwards, Morgan, Berger, Foster in the second half, Kelly in midfield playing, you know, as a makeshift CDM, and Henry before he got sent injured to come off, they were all solid. So all of our defensive players were really solid. And we got the moments out of Lyle today with the goal and the assist, right? And we got the moments out of Nolan with the goal and the assist. So all the things that we were looking to happen, and that's why we had the result today. Congratulations to the JFF and Jamaica U17 on qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. Thank you before the game. Thank you very much for that. Congrats. After the game, big up. Since the Haitian more pleasant players came back from the World Cup, I haven't seen much of them. Maybe persons are in their ears or something. Well, you know, Franco had that thing. I think at one point he looked like he was on a trial. Then he came back, was looking like he was going to Mobe. Then they said that wasn't happening. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's celebrate this achievement. This is the first time in 15 years a men's team qualifying for a World Cup. Jamaica used a 1970s, 80s back two with a sweeper stopper setup. Sometimes old strategies are the most effective. Yeah, like it was yeah, Edwards was just sitting behind Morgan, bro. Literally. I mean, he was just back there sweeping up, and Morgan was man marking the number 10. That was the strategy today. They didn't care that he was pulling Morgan off that back line. They just wanted someone close to him and contacted to him. I honestly don't see how Canada was better by much. What's the centre back name and where he plays? That centre back for Jamaica, number 5, is Jason Edwards. He plays for Harbourview, and I think KC as well. They had moments, but we played with purpose. Cranky, looking forward to your show later now. So yeah, Cranky should be doing a show tonight, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm sure he will have his say on the proceedings today and the boys going forward. But people, 176 of you in the building, which we love that. We love to see all these numbers in here, but we have to run. The work continues for the boys, also for my kids. So Gabby has play practice, Julie have football training. So Super Dad have to go and run kids everywhere now. So people, again, we leave here or no show later under the weather. Well, when Cranky return, you don't know he will have this as a part of him show, I'm sure. People don't know how to analyze football. Jamaica was very good in what they were trying to do, protect the goal and take advantage of our chances, and we did that. Jamaica is not a position-based team. No, they're not. And then they won't be in the matter of a game. My only problem was that we did not use the left side much when attacking, especially in the second half. I know Hales isn't a natural winger. Yeah, look, I just think in the second half, it really boiled down to defend, get it in an area where Lyle or Nolan or Brown can chase and get on the ball. I don't think we really were thinking much about much. I mean, most of our attacks in the second half were just counters. You know, we never really build the play at all. So yeah, there's that. The CFU competition came in handy. I think if Downswell was given a chance to do his way over the past year, we would have had more youth success. Perhaps, potentially. Potentially he wanted to do something totally different last year and just was frozen out. Hopefully U17 girls do the same thing as well. That would be lovely. All right, people, listen. On a real, we could have talked till next week, but I need to get them to where they need to be. So people, big up on yourselves. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please do smash the like button on the way out. It looks like we have over 230 odd likes. Let's see if we can get it to the 250, even the 300. Why not? Before this show goes off. But people, thanks again for all the support on the channel today. We greatly appreciate it. And we're just so happy that we have a stream where we're doing a live watch along where Jamaica can qualify for a World Cup and they actually get it done. So we gratefully appreciate feeling this good because we have felt the other side of this too often. Soldier in the chat going crazy. Yeah, man, I'm sure he is so happy. And I'm happy for everybody that's Jamaican today. I don't care which side you reside on with the whole argument that we're always having in the football space. Just know if you're a Jamaican today, you should be proud and you should be happy that your team will be playing in a World Cup at the end of this year. So people, big up on yourselves and thanks so much for the support. Anybody who joined the channel today, you will not be disappointed. And we definitely got a nice big jump in subscription today. So greatly appreciate that. And we're going to keep putting in the work. And you know that when you come here, you might hear some hard truths, but I'm going to be fair at all times. And even if I'm fair, somebody out there might think that I'm still being unfair, and that's okay. But I am willing to have the discussion and have the argument, and we can live to argue another day. All right, people, big up on yourselves, and thanks again for the support. One more time, drop some Jamaica flags in the comment section after the video is even done, and say how proud you are of our U17 Reggae Boyz for getting to the World Cup in Qatar this year. All right, people, I'm Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And come on, Young Reggae Boyz. You've done it.